Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Over the Horizon. I don't have any intro scenes for you guys last night. Any intro scenes for you guys tonight, not last night, tonight, because yes, last week I think I think we summed up exactly what this morning is going to look like. People picking themselves up off the floor and addressing their bruises and broken bones. That being said, can someone remind me what exactly you did last week?
There was a bar fight, and then I picked up 64. I don't know what happened after that. I'm just kidding.
That was like the end of it.
I know.
Sure. All right. Let me break into my memories here and see if I can remember this. From what I remember, we kind of just we started off just on the why can't I ever think of the planks? Platforms. That's what they are.
Yeah.
We all just kind of started off on the platforms, and the water is going away since it's drying up now, so we can actually move out. I know that.
Yeah, we started in Blight Town.
Yeah. I know that's Sinel and his buddy that he is annoyed with. Why can't I think of his name?
Yeah, their name
Levy?
is Levy.
Yep.
Oh,
It's
Levy,
what?
that's right.
Mm.
He was kind of not. He was talking with them about their past doings, and then but Sinel wasn't really having it. He's kind of just pushing him off, and then he notices that Attila is kind of just chilling. And I think that's after Attila talks with Groka. They kind of have a small heart to heart. And then Sinel comes over to Attila, and Sinel doesn't like that Attila doesn't give in to his bitchiness and be bitchy back. And so Sinel storms off once again. We all kind of go to the kind of passing out food and whatnot. I can't remember the exact scenes or the exact role play of what happened there.
You guys did get into a fight though.
That was after we had traveled.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
So
you guys did have a discussion with Bob about where you guys are headed and why, and somebody complained about, but there's deadly mist there.
oh yeah, they said that they're going to the Deadlands, and Attila is telling them
Yep.
that that's just we should not
It's
go
just a
there.
bad idea.
Just a bad idea. But we give in anyway, and we're traveling. Along the way, we run into a caravan that smells good because it's some quality meat. It's some quality steak that I can smell, and it turns out it's Leonin, which is why it's good. And
Well,
it's the blood
the
mains.
cooking is Leonin, not the steak.
Yeah, right. Leonin are cooking. Not
Quality
Leonin.
Leon-
You don't know that.
quality-
You didn't ask what the meat
It's
was.
true.
That's fair.
Oh God.
Anyway,
the blood mains are cannibals. Uh-oh.
I
We
mean,
pull up-
sometimes Lotus is too.
we pull up to the blood
No,
main
Lotus is a
camp.
pescatarian. But
Oh,
I'm
I need to
Tish.
turn you down. Hold on. What the fuck? All right. Continue.
All right, we pull up to the Blood Maid encampment, where kind of talk with them. There's a hooded figure that I still haven't talked to, surprisingly. I need to do that. That's something I want to do. It turns out Bob knows this hooded figure because he's fucking 400 or 500 years old, and he's got contacts. Anyway, after I went and talked to Naya, Attila went and talked to Naya. She told me I just wanted to see how she was doing with her visions and how she was feeling. And then she told me to go talk to Gideon. Went and talked to Gideon. We had a bro moment. Had a little bro moment.
A bromance.
Broment. And we decided after having a broment that we should, secure the broment with violence. and go and it's easy to pick a fight with Leonin. They're always up for a fight. And so that's exactly what we did. And we started a brawl.
I think literally it was, hey, I heard you guys are looking for a fight.
Yep,
I'm in.
pretty much. And that was how it pretty much went down. And Sinel joined in too. And for
Sinel
once.
did.
And Sinel's fucking smacking people up.
Oh, there was a special guest appearance. Someone, I think Amy remembers.
No.
Really?
Yeah,
Why'd you
one of her
hide?
past hoes showed up, so
Oh,
Oh,
yes, that one.
decided
Okay, yeah,
to-
yeah, yeah. All right, all right. See,
Lotus
listen, here's
decided
the
to
thing.
hide in the forbidden pocket of one of
I
her
did.
current hoes.
I did, yes. As
Uh,
a field mouse. Yes.
then we all tried to like cast spells on this person to get him to go the fuck away.
Mhm.
But you know,
She kept saving.
yeah. Oh, it must be cheating. The bad guys are rolling well.
Oh yeah, that's right. We tried to intimidate her in a way. Me and Gideon kind of just
Uh,
stood there looking menacing. And then everyone else was talking shit.
She fire bitch slaps Sage, who Sinel
Mhm.
does not make quippy remarks to. Instead, uses one of those precious few spell slots to heal this dumbass
Heal
Yes.
this dumbass.
because it's
Heal
not like his
thy
sister would.
dumbass.
That's his life. Because his sister's what?
Because his sister sure as shit wasn't gonna.
I was busy. He would have been fine. I was busy.
So anyway, character development happened. Sinel turned into a snake monster and started beating people up. Found a bard cat. Found keyboard cat. Took his keyboard and started viciously mauling him with his own instrument, which apparently was fine by the rules. It was just no biting.
Well, once
Our claws.
Yeah, no
once
claws,
the rage
no
starts
biting.
in, I think people just go.
It was just
and-
it was just all out.
And then Mr. Hoodman threw back their hood, but you know, clever camera angles kept us from seeing who it was.
It was a Leonin.
Yeah,
was a
I
Leonin.
don't think it's that he was trying to keep it hidden. I think no one just went and asked, and I'm pretty sure it was my job to figure out who it was, but I totally didn't do that.
So this person shows up, and all the other Leonins start like fanboying. And Sinel took this opportunity to steel toe Sabaton, some poor Leonin, directly in the nards. Because you know, you don't get caught slipping midst of a fucking street brawl. Snell was over here playing Streets of Rage.
And then
And then you threw a violin, a broken violin that played like a sour note.
boom.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Well,
someone
Gwen-
had number
Perfectly.
64. I forgot.
Right. While Gwen was all
Boom.
like, so is there room? And everybody's like, of course there's room. And Lotus is back on her fuckboy bullshit. But now she realizes she's married some fuckboys. So I'm sorry for everybody else.
You're
Not
not
I have like
safe.
someone
No one
who's
is
so
safe.
fucking sexual that everyone else in the party has to be ace in order to make up for it.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Damn. That,
And then we ended with a like everyone's kind of passed out in the morning while Dan, not Dan, what I call him, Dan, Bob and the hooded figure are sipping some ale, and they kind of cheers, and it was a happy-go-lucky, you know, kind of good end-off moment.
Oh, and Bob is fucking dying of turbo cancer from strange rock particles in his lungs.
Yeah, that's right.
Bob
Mhm.
Bob Universe hopped into
Uh-oh.
Fridays and instantly regretted it. He's like,
So-
what's all this in the uh-oh, I'm leaving.
So, morning comes. Everybody, well, not everybody, 3 people. Did you guys drag yourselves to your tents during the night, or did you just fall asleep where you lay?
Fuck, I just fell asleep where I lay. I would have woken up early still though.
That's fair.
probably same.
Your head hurts. It's like a hangover. 1 sec. Oh, fuck. I'm about to sneeze all over this microphone. I'm sorry.
Don't do it. Shit sucks. Then you got to get the little smooshy part off and like wash it. It's a shit show.
I don't.
Pop filter.
I don't have
the
it.
smooshy
Do I,
I
do I make a
The sushi-
Mexican?
don't have a pop filter.
the smooshy part.
Yeah, I don't have a pop filter, and it probably shows. But that being said, you pull yourselves up out of the muck. This area patch of dirt had been turned into mud. As you're looking around, the beginnings of breakfast are just starting.
Oh yeah.
The sprites are floating around, making breakfast. Eggs, probably leftover meat, and a gamut of fruits and vegetables are already laid out. And I think there is the smell of stir fry in the air. Mushroom stir fry.
Gotta accommodate.
We're rich.
What did I did I forget something? Yes. Lotus.
Yeah.
You wake up in the morning. There is no Gwen. She
Okay.
has slipped out in the middle of the night.
One and done.
Okay. That's fine. Live your life, girl. Live your life.
I mean, maybe her leaving wakes you up. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
But regardless, when you stagger out in the morning, she's sitting there. She's got a tin mug in her hand. She
Mhm.
just looks at you and taps it with a nail, as if to say, "You should get to work on filling that."
This bitch. She's gonna fucking side eye this woman and go, yeah, all right,
Mhm.
and just make some coffee. Like, okay.
Let's see.
I
So, yeah, Attila.
oh, I mean if Sanel's up, that's no big deal.
Oh, I was just curious if Sanel had slept in the mud, or if he had dragged himself to his
You can
tent.
Well,
Snell can
I
sleep
have a
in
Two
my
perfect
versions.
way. I had a perfect way to start this for them. And that's we
Hmm.
see Sanel fucking passed out, face down. And like all these people fighting probably turned this place into a fucking mud patch.
Absolutely, yes.
And it's all quiet because it's early in the morning. It's probably the nice sunrise over the plains. And we hear the little whir of gyroscopic joints and little tiny pinpricks of metal shod feet into the mud as Maddie comes and is using her manipulators to drag this plate of mushroom stir fry behind her like a little wagon. Brings it in front of Snell's mostly unconscious head, starts poking at them, and then they lift up, black eye, split cheek, took a hit right to the what's it called, the orbital, and cut the cheek
Oh shit.
along the
Yeah.
bone. Just looks like fucking death rolled over. Looks over at Maddie, who joyously gestures towards the food and says,
Mushrooms.
I love her.
Oh god.
Fucking love her.
and then
God.
yeah, we'll sit up, look around, just fucking disheveled, like hair's a mess, clothes are ripped and torn from turning into a fucking snake abomination.
How
From turning
far,
into a Yuan Ti abomination.
how far away are you from like the campfire?
Good question. Probably far enough away that Snell's just gonna have to eat on their own for a little bit and then limp their way back.
God.
just I just want to see your beautiful face and be like, oh.
Oh yeah,
Are
like
you
it's like a fresh shiner, like can't open their eye. It's all swollen shut and weepy. Fucking blood
God.
coming down from the cheek cut.
Ugh, do you want coffee? I'll bring you coffee if you want some coffee.
Just stares at you and is like, I'm going to bed.
I mean, well, hang on. Can I at least fix your face? Let me just fix your face. Come here. Let me fix your face. It's rough.
I'm
Let me fix it.
waiting in the background.
Mitch, you can. It's fucking brewing. Look at their face. Like, just.
Oh, it's the other side of the camp. She just sees you talking to Sanel.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna.
Who just like a
Let
fucking
her
like
wait.
upset child just sits down on like a log or whatever's being used as a bench and is like, fine.
Yeah, I would. I don't know what I have. Let me see what I have here. I'd probably cast Healing Word, and it doesn't take anything. Like I don't have to touch
Right.
you,
Just a
but
little.
she would. She would just be like,
For guidance.
for guidance. I'm gonna touch myself for guidance. No, I would touch your forehead. Do a Healing Word and just kind of press on it. Just press.
Oh,
That's
that's.
It Snell slowly looks Lotus dead in the eyes with those fucking creepy snake eyes, and it's just like, that's not how that spell works. If you'd like to keep the finger free from a bite mark, pull it back. I actually retract that statement. I don't know what you're into.
I mean, don't threaten a girl with a good time.
Splits open their jaw, and that snake wing hisses.
She is unaffected by your bullshit whatsoever. She's like, I'm still gonna fix your face. Hold on. She's gonna fix Sanel's face.
Attila, you had something?
Oh,
Awake?
I've been awake probably for what time do you think it is right now? Like 7, 6?
Barely dawn.
Okay, so probably 6 or
6,
something like that.
6:30. Yeah.
Okay.
There's just beginning to have the first flushes of color in the sky.
Attila would have gotten up probably around 5:30 if he could, snuck off to do some morning prayers, to Adelir, just to tell him like, thank you, Adelir, that was a glorious combat. It's great to feel like I'm at home again, and uh, thank you for blessing me with the people I'm with now. I still don't know how they're gonna lead me where I need to be, but I know they will. And after he does some prayers, he'll join back at the camp, and if he is Gideon up?
I was gonna say, where's Gideon in all this?
As soon as the sun crests the sky, Gideon's eyes are open.
You're a goddamn delight, and I love you.
I probably get back to the camp, and do I see Gideon at all, or is he off doing something on his own thing?
He's probably doing his like morning workout shit.
All right. Well, so if I get back to camp, I'll probably see Sanel like have this interaction with Lotus and like walk off, and I'll just go over to Sanel like, that was a glorious combat, my man. I've never seen you like that. First time?
Yuan T don't want to appear serpent-like.
Well, man, I you did good. You held your own, and if I didn't know any better, I'd say you're half Leonin. But you're obviously not. You're
a regular menagerie. They say, reaching up and like trying to like gently rub at the edge of their fucking shiner. Probably a ripped, torn sleeve pulls down. Yeah, not even thinking about it. Everyone can see the runic scars.
Lotus will say something like, man, what are you doing? What happened here? And she's gonna try to touch your arm.
And
like rub
he,
it like
full on like slaps at her hand to make it go away. He's like, nothing that concerns you.
a little sensitive there, eh?
Are you okay?
It is a delicate matter of aetherology that I do not expect the uninitiated to understand.
Does that also mean hurting yourself? Because that
Hey, man.
sucks.
You don't gotta
Just
tell me twice. Just put ice on it.
It is becoming more magic than man should be, as man should be.
I think
Well-
there's a long moment as people start to pick themselves up off the ground. There are Leonin, there are humans, there are elves, there are dwarves, all picking themselves up out of the mud during this brawl while you're having this conversation.
Hey, would you guys like some breakfast? I'll bring you back some if you like. Or I'm saying to Lotus and Sinel.
Right,
I'm
yeah.
actively talking to you.
I gotta go finish making coffee. She
Okay.
looked back at Sanel before she totally walked away, and she'd say, no man is an island. You can probably talk to us if you want to.
I am no man. Slice your finger off.
No man am I. Fucking pulls off the mask. Eowyn, am I a woman?
I mean, no person is an island. How about that? Let's do that one. No person is an island. You can talk to someone if you need to talk to someone.
Right at that moment, Gideon comes walking out with like a fucking whole deer over his shoulder.
Just
No
kind of
deer
Whatever,
on these
whatever,
plains.
whatever the near. Yeah, I was like, whatever. I guess
a clutch of quail, maybe.
As a matter of fact, about the best you're able to find is probably a turkey. These plains are dry.
Oh,
And when I say
you gotta-
dry, I mean devoid of animals.
wait, are there
You gotta
trees?
know
out
where
here?
to look.
These
So
are
not a gaggle of
plains.
geese.
These are plains, no.
There's
Prairie
no
dogs.
sport. There's no sport in a turkey.
Never
They're
mind.
so fucking stupid.
What, Gideon's not going to hunt turkey?
Nah, he wouldn't bother. It's too
No, you
small.
wouldn't.
I was
Too
trying
small,
to think of
too
just
stupid.
like no man's an island as an island of a man walks out of a
As a
nearby
As
shadow.
a matter of fact, probably the best thing you are able to find is the days-old carcass of a bush hog. It's unusual for Gideon not to come home with something big.
Yeah, he's not bringing back a days old carcass. Yeah, he just shows up.
He just shows.
I mean this legitimately, Lotus. I don't believe that it is an easy conversation for others to understand if I were to attempt to explain my reasonings. So I won't.
You don't have to explain yourself. Just know that if you ever want to use the bandwidth to enlighten me, I am available to be enlightened.
I will say, Druid, not all of us are lucky enough to be born with magic.
I don't even know what she'd say to that. I think that
I would remind
Man.
Lotus, from what we've discussed, it's not exactly easy being born with magic either.
yeah. I mean, we do have our own issues. Wholly different issues.
Yeah, I had to survive to get mine, so it's not a fun time.
Some are born, some are made.
I'm Gideon, you want to go get breakfast? You hungry?
Yeah.
And some have it thrust upon them. There, I finished her quote, says Bob.
And my
Who knows
ass.
how long he's been standing there.
Oh, hey Bob, how you doing?
Morning.
Morning. Have a good fight.
Whoever
Always.
hit me, and I'm not ruling out that it was either of you two, has a good arm, but they're going to lose it if I ever find out who it was.
Hey, it's all in good fun, Sinel, all right?
I can't see out of my left eye. I'm pretty sure that my
You can.
orbital is fractured.
Hey,
She
I
fixed
fixed
it.
it.
Oh yeah, she
I
fixed
fixed
it.
it.
Never mind.
all I'm gonna
Ah.
say is don't get on the brawl if you can't take it, all right?
No fair. Not allowed to use my God's given qualities as if they're afraid I'll be a little nippy.
Hey,
Well,
Bob.
not all of us have magic. It's a lot easier to fix a bruise than it is a venomous bite.
True.
What was it you just said? Don't get in the brawl if you can't handle it. Just
Ah.
fucking mean little smile.
Yeah.
Full on mean girls
Attila
moment.
just like Attila's like puts his
Mm.
hands up like, yeah, just talking facts.
Well, in that case, enjoy your breakfast. Just coming to let you know that Miss Highmark is currently on the other side of the fire. I'd stay on this side.
Shit.
And you see, she is on the other side of the fire, but she is way on the other side of the fire, almost to the edge of the inner ring.
Damn, a little too far for me to take a pot shot at the bottom of the fire and throw
Hey,
embers at her.
She's got a cup of coffee in her hands.
Who?
What's that?
Who made her fucking coffee? Did she
Well,
take
you
my
left it
coffee?
brewing.
This motherfucking bitch, Lotus gonna storm her fucking ass over there so goddamn fast. Oh my fucking god, do you even know she's
I
pissed?
think you have a hand on your wrist as you get to the other side of the fire.
Yeah.
Like, it's Gwen. She's like, it's fine. I gave her
No.
some."
But
She's like, there's more than enough for you. As she says, handing you a mug.
that bitch doesn't deserve my coffee, but because you're so nice, which is strange, I will allow
Well,
it. And
you
she
were
will just drink
taking
the
so
coffee.
long, and she asked, and I didn't know how to say no without.
You say no.
Also, oh, I didn't know how to say no without also laughing in her face. I saw what happened to Sage, and I'd just rather not take that risk.
I mean,
You might not fix me up, with a smile.
I would fix you, please. Anyway, please.
I think the
I
other
like
two
you
have
enough.
also stumbled out of the Weathershome at this point.
Mm-hmm.
They have coffee as well, sitting by the fire.
Yeah.
What's that Mean Girls talk you're having over there?
Oh, it's just Sinel being bitchy about Sinel things.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the fire, I think Attila, you would notice for the first time you see this Leonid's face, this hooded figure's face.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if I thought it was weird that this pride was traveling out, or this band of people are traveling outside of the pride
Mm-hmm.
itself from the Bloodmains, and I don't think I ever like I guess Attila wouldn't have thought about that until like right now.
It's a tall, proud Leonin. He's sitting by the fire. And he's looking over in your direction, not at you, at Bob. And I think Bob in that moment remembers, oh, right, I was getting food. Excuse me.
I think I'm gonna come with you, Bob, if you don't mind.
All right. He's gathering food in the morning. He's gathering food. He's got 2 plates. And he probably hands you a third and goes, so, have a good fight, like I asked.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Well,
It was awesome that Sinel got in there. Reminded
it's
me
been
of
a
home.
moment since he reminds me of someone. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I'll think of it someday.
Hey, do I recognize that Leonin at all, or is like
Mm-mm.
not at
You
all?
don't recognize him, which is odd because you've recognized at least a few Leon in here. Even though it's a different tribe, there are meetings and plenty of opportunities to see people from other tribes. At least there were before you left.
I just looked at Bob and I'm like, I was too caught up in the fight, but I haven't really thought about it. I don't know that Leonin. I'm pretty close with most of the prides here.
Ah,
Strangers are away this far.
Well, that's because this is a special situation. That right there is Gol Zedric, he says in just a hushed whisper.
Cedric.
Mhm.
Do I
Dominus
recognize the
Gall.
name?
You don't. And furthermore, you don't recognize the surname, at least insofar as the prides are concerned.
Yeah, 'cause-
Maybe around camp you've heard reference to the name House Zedric.
Yeah, because that's weird. Because Leonin go by like their pride, like they don't have last names. They say blah 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 of their pride.
Right, exactly. And this man has a first and a last name. But you would remember the name House Zedric is one of the big three. As a matter of fact, Gwen and let's see. Gwen has mentioned working with House Cedric in the past, and I believe I believe Sachiko has mentioned that they are here because of House Zedric, or at least trying to use this expedition to gain favor with House Zedric. It's one of the big three in Lotus, which you've never been to. So
I know
maybe
nothing
doesn't
about
mean
that.
as much to you. Yeah.
Not to me. I guess we'll say he's got a last name, huh? Not using his pride name.
Well, it's because he wasn't born in the Prides.
Wow. I mean, it's not unheard of. It's just
The
more
fact
rare.
that he's here leading a caravan.
Yeah. I guess I'm with a bunch of outsiders supposedly. So again, not
Well,
unheard
this
of.
is true. Which is probably why this caravan has more, well, outsiders than maybe you're used to seeing.
Hey, do you
Um,
mind if I imagine you're gonna take that plate to him, right?
Exactly. Unless he says offering you the plate. You'd like to talk to him yourself.
I think that'd be best.
Works for me, he says, handing it to you.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just I'll give Bob a nod and I'll start walking over
Yeah,
to
real
Gaul.
fast. Real fast. Lotus, did you have something?
I'm
You
gonna
raised your
mean
hand.
mug that bitch. No, it's something
gonna
else.
mean mug that bitch.
But I'm just gonna sit there and drink my coffee and I'm gonna sit with my bitches.
Oh, they're all.
No.
Uh-oh.
She doesn't exist. That bitch doesn't exist. These people exist. These people are great. These people are
Mhm.
wonderful. I love them. I married 2 of them. What other people exist outside of these people? Please no. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Okay, go on. Something else.
I
but
think
this
I
is
think your
something else.
attention is directed to the snarky commentary because Gwen is full of it this early in the morning.
Feed her more coffee. She
I think
provides
you-
the coffee, and
do you-
she provides the commentary, and I provide the coffee.
That's
should
exactly
feed her
the
more
deal
coffee.
you made. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Real fast. Gideon and Sinel, what are you guys doing while Attila is going to go over and talk to this Leonin, this Gaul?
After being confronted, Sanel has decided to just sulk and has pulled out their notebook and gone back to examining all of the pieces we got of that airship.
You
I
start,
love that. Go ahead, Gideon.
but then there's a towering Gideon standing right in front of you, probably blocking the sun over your notebook.
And if Gideon bothered to look, this is in no language. Sanel does not write in any other language. It's a mix of shorthand and backwards lettering in order to make it indecipherable to anyone that is not Sanel.
So
He
now
has a
writes in
lot of-
wingdings.
He writes in wingdings.
Maddie be spitting straight facts when she says smiley triangle forward sign.
God.
But yeah, it's something that a lot of Renaissance inventors did, is they would create fake languages so that no one else could read their handwriting.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, just glances up, probably way up at Gideon, is like, what?
Your fighting was atrocious. You're training with me this morning.
Ooh.
I only have time for intelligent conversation this morning.
He just maintains eye contact. He's like, you need to learn how to throw a punch so you don't get another one of those. Pointing at the remains of the bruise after it's been healed.
Will it shut you up?
Shrugs.
It better be worth the time that I am not spending on potentially creating for us a long-lost piece of archaeotech.
You'll have plenty of time.
This group, who knows how long we have? Standing up.
As long as it's not like Saturday.
God.
I love that Attila was like, "Good job," and Gideon's like, that was shitty."
You suck.
You used someone's instrument, smacked him with the head, jumped on his neck, and started beating them on the top of his head.
Got him in a really good chokehold, though. Like that chokehold Snow had them in was fucking
Yeah,
great.
but it was a C.
It was a C, not a
B+.
V. Oh shit, that's terrible. You got to get him with the V, homie. Cut off that blood flow to the brain.
Snow's not trying to kill them.
It's not how the C kills them. The V just makes them pass out.
Yeah, the C,
Oh.
you choke him the fuck out.
We're looking for
Uh-oh.
blood flow cancellation, not airway cancellation.
Is the bard
Everybody's
okay?
learning a
You
thing.
probably got
Or
pulled off.
is the bard dealing with what
Maybe-
happens when you have no oxygen to the brain for a
Maybe
while?
that's why Gideon was like, your fighting was terrible, because he had to pull you off this dude before he died.
All right.
Dude,
So,
wouldn't that be a conversation starter? Yo, we lost one of our best fucking tribe fighters, this little snake asshole who just popped out of nowhere, beat him with his own instrument, and choked him the fuck out.
Oh shit.
God.
And he was on our side. I don't want to know what he does to the other side.
So, Attila, we're going to jump over there. You've taken this plate of food over to Gaul.
Yeah, I think I just approach and I say, "Gall of the Zedric."
It's just Zedric. But thank you. You are?
Attila of the Sun-Touched.
Of the
I don't think we've been.
Sun-Touched.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
No, until a few months ago I was, well, not here, he says with a smile. He takes the plate, thankfully. Sit,
Hmm.
sit.
Yeah, I sit next to him.
So, what's on your mind?
Well, not much. You're interesting to me. I mean, we are both Leonin, but yet you probably have lived a life of unlike mine. You seem interesting.
Probably, yes. You see, I was born an outsider. Was born in Lotus, as a matter of fact.
I see.
With the recent... Well, after hearing that there are Leonin tribes to the south, I took leave and found myself with the Bloodmanes here.
They took you in.
Desperate times. I'm thankful
Desperate
for it.
times.
But I would say I don't think at this point it's of pity. It may have been at the beginning, but well, I think all of the Leonin tribes appreciate hard work. After all, if they didn't, why would I be the one running this caravan?
Why are you running this caravan?
I was asked to take a group of people to see if we could find a way south. Through the Deadlands.
You and
As
many
n-
others.
As nice of a sentiment as it may seem, as much of a Hail Mary as it may seem, a route through the Deadlands would give our people tactical advantage to hit on the to hit the flanks and the rear of the Knoll army.
It would be very easy too. I just, it's, no one's come back as far as I know.
No.
I mean,
No one yet. We are returning because we were forced to turn around. There used to be a lot more than 20 of us.
yeah, I guess Attila just kind of looks around and he says, desperate times.
It's not going to be fun admitting failure. But I decided to do that instead of risk more lives.
I understand.
Hmm.
You're a wise man for that.
Not everyone here agrees. And I have a feeling not everyone when I return will agree either.
When you're at the head of the pack, sometimes you got to make the tough calls.
That's right. And then, when you return home, you stand aside and let them judge you based on your actions.
So, what was it like growing up outside of the Pride? In Lotus, you said?
Lotus is a big town. A city. Well, I'm not exactly sure what you're looking for. If it's what part of town I lived in, what kind of life I led. Suffice to
don't know.
say, there was work enough. Work with the blade, but a lot of work with your mind.
Yeah, I think Attila kind of just looking at him, trying to just uh soak in everything that he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
They Bob says or not Bob. Bob didn't say this, but your name, Cedric, it's a big deal there. I know that Lotus comes from Lotus, I think.
He smiles, and House Zedric is who I was born to, yes. But out here, none of that matters. Just your deeds. How you carry yourself. Most importantly, the friends you make. No man is an island.
I've heard that one very recently, actually.
He says yes, just across the fire, I believe. Your friend speaks wisdom.
She is wise, but very, I don't know how to describe her. Very,
She's street smart, not book smart. That's the best way to describe her. Yes.
she's wise, but I don't know. I think we all have work.
Well,
You know,
as the Bloodmanes have taught me have taught me seemingly at every turn. If you don't know, find someone who does. Not everyone can fell a tree, so find someone who does. And finally, not everyone has the strength to lead, but find someone who does.
I'm trying. One day.
Well, from what I've
You know,
heard, at least from your friend over there, he says, nodding towards Bob, I have a feeling you'll work out. After all, you're on an important mission. One tantamount to not just your tribe's survival, but all of ours.
I don't even know what I'm looking for. I just know I'm looking for something, but nothing has pointed me there yet.
If the seer did not see it in your future, they would not have sent you. You will find it, and you will know it when you see it.
I have a question for you. Uh, we're at war. You know this, obviously.
Yes.
Did you converse with the enemy? Did you give them the time?
There is no conversing with this wave, unfortunately. At least, not from the action I've seen. They come in waves, hordes.
You know,
I'm not sure.
it's funny. Sorry, go
You've
ahead.
heard
Go
the
ahead.
saying. You've heard the saying, a knoll who stops to speak is not a knoll.
No, it stops to speak. It's not a no. You know, I actually haven't heard that one.
Hmm. Neither had I until I got here. Which is, I suppose, disheartening, considering well, maybe you should just. I encourage you to, after all of this, assuming everything goes well, spend time in Lotus. You will meet lots of interesting people there.
I don't doubt it.
As a matter of fact, I have several friends who are gnolls in Lotus. And if it weren't for coming out here and being on the sabbatical I am, I never would have known exactly what was going on. But enough of that. Your food is getting cold.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. Yeah, until I go down and start chowing down.
Yep. And I think both of you eat in silence. Does anybody have anything else they want to do this morning before we move on? Do you hear that car?
Let's
Do you hear
go.
that car?
Wasn't me this time. How badly does Gideon beat Snell's ass?
He doesn't actually. Most of it is just having you throw punches at him, like hitting his hands and stuff.
Pad
And
work.
it takes a lot to get Snell to do that because it seems like Snell's instincts when it comes to like fist fighting is well not just gun, though gun is you bring you have the gun, you have the fucking what's the line that Soldier has sometimes in TF2, this is the gun that God would use if he wanted to shoot somebody.
Well, that's dramatic as fuck, isn't it?
Or my favorite, I don't want the gun unless it sounds like God slamming his car door when it shoots.
Or I need
Uh,
healing.
Ew, fuck Gen. Is that a pro Genji? Anyway, this is someone whose only experience with like melee fighting has obviously been getting in really bad shit and having to be a little little fuck like I'm going to try and gouge your eyes out or shit like that. They don't know how to fight a fair fist fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be that, and then probably like you're like, no, okay, try grabbing that and hitting me with it because your fists aren't doing much.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be that good with I think the strength is 8. The strength might be the 9. Yeah, strength's 9. So it's only a little bit wimpy.
Average strength, a little bit below.
Bump.
Squeak!
So,
Squeaky toy sounds every time they hit you with a fucking stick.
before
Can you tell
long,
me what that dumb
What's up?
bitch is doing across the fucking fire? Can you tell me what
She's
that dumb bitch
mean-mugging
is
you?
doing? Good. I'm not looking at her.
That's fine.
Okay,
Oh, she's
cool.
on the same side
No.
of the fire as you guys right now. She's
Oh,
just
is
behind you.
she?
You're doing it wrong. This is
Oh.
when you know someone's mean mugging you, you glance over your shoulder, make sure they're looking at you, you smile and kind of toss your hair back and then go back to being like extra happy. Kind of
Oh,
like
you know what?
bitch, I know you're there, but you're not worth the time.
Actually, I got you. Very similar, but different. But this is kind of like a young Amy thing that she used to do, which is shitty. She's going to look over her shoulder and they're going to make eye contact. And then she is going to probably whisper into Sachiko's ear something that is not at all related to any of this. And it's probably very filthy. And she's going to make that bitch laugh. And then she's going to laugh. And they're just going to sit around and cackle. And it's the meanest thing you could do to someone. And I love it.
Amy, I name you honorary twink.
Thank you.
Honorary.
Thank you. Thank you.
Because twinks are
Alright,
the most
perfect.
vicious, fucking catty, mean girls you'll ever find.
Wait,
I
is
don't-
Link
I don't-
catty?
Hmm?
Is Link catty?
I don't know. Maybe if they
But
stop
that's the twink
screaming
of all
and talk.
twinks. That's the de facto twink.
Again, maybe if they'd stop screaming and talk.
Ah!
Ah!
I can see it.
Ah!
I've seen everything you've done, Link. Oh, great. Fucking great. Maybe next time you could help. Instead of me having to save the whole goddamn country on my own. Thanks.
Again and again and
Again.
across lifetimes, across fucking timelines. I hate my life.
Yeah, I know, but we're still gonna play the next games, right? Because we are.
Of course.
Okay.
At the end of this month, absolutely. And then you
Mhm.
won't see me for a week.
It's at the end of next month, isn't it?
I thought it was end of April.
No, it's May, like 28th or something. Oh shit, my DLC came out today. Moving on. Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Oh, by the way, after we're done
May
finishing
12th.
up our food,
Yeah.
I'm gonna offer to like take his plate for him, and then be like, we're gonna fight me and you, by the way.
Don't
Seems
you
strong.
remember? We already did.
Yeah, but that's different. We're all, everyone's throwing things. No, I'm talking one-on-one combat.
Hmm.
I need another. I haven't really trained much with Gideon. I probably should, but it's good
He'll
to
stand.
hone against someone that
We have a few minutes. And we're headed in opposite directions, so we should do it soon.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Prepare yourself. All right. Well, yep. I'm gonna go fight this guy once I get back.
God. All right. So, how to describe this fight? He's a principled fighter. And you can tell he has been... Well, he has not been trained by Leonin. He has been trained by probably a professional boxer in Lotus. Which I'm saying to Ryan.
Yeah. Gotcha.
You're not sure which is bad, which is worse, his jab, his cross, or his hook. All of them suck to be on the receiving end of. But you notice you're able to stay toe to toe. How many rounds do you go?
I'm gonna say 5. And if it's I ain't just standing up. I'm a lion, okay? I grapple things. But I've been
Uh-huh.
trained in wrestling. You know, you could stand with your boxing, but I'm finna double leg take down your ass.
And the best part is, you spend 5 rounds trying this move. And every time before, he has danced out of the way. But it is the 5th round where it finally connects. And you hear him chuckle as he lands with a whoomph on the ground.
Finally, gotcha.
That was good. That was good. All right. I'm old and sore, and I think you win that round.
I just I put my hand out for like a handshake.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He'll take it. It's a firm handshake.
Yep. I just say safe on your travels, and you know, I'll see you in Lotus, and Adelir be with you.
Adelir be with you. He smiles. And probably turns to... there's a ring of Leonin that have been watching this, and he just kind of, makes a circle with his fingers. And they immediately break and start to pick up camp.
Attila knows he got his
Lotus.
ass handed to him, but he's gonna walk with pride.
You went toe-to-toe. Put it that way. Because
Okay.
it's not the only thing you've been doing. It's one of those distance things.
Yeah.
You're trying to get in
gotcha.
close, and he's doing his best to keep you at arm's length.
Cool. Attila will see it that he got his ass handed to him because he didn't absolutely dominate his opponent. So.
I mean, that's fair.
Alright.
It's kind of like, you were MMA, he was boxing. Those two don't usually mix very well, but you made it work.
That's fair.
So, as camp starts to break, Lotus.
Hmm.
Sophie, that you've been keeping an eye on, approaches.
Are we right now?
You're
Am I
sitting
still
by the
like
fire
surrounded by my bitches?
Still.
All
Yes,
right,
you're
cool,
still
cool, cool,
surrounded
cool.
by your
Great,
bitches.
Great. Very important. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's
She
gonna
just
drink
approaches.
coffee.
Yeah. Are you watching her as she approaches?
Yeah.
And she probably stays about 5 feet away.
Mhm.
She's like, if you're gonna talk behind my fucking back, maybe you should just say it to my face.
Listen, Susie, I don't really have anything to say to you or about you. I mean, I'm sorry that you feel like someone's talking about you.
I've only been watching you do it for the past half hour.
Why?
Because, bitch, we're not done, remember?
Susan,
Sophie.
Right. I'm pretty sure we're done. I'm pretty sure we've been done.
You
And
notice Deidre, Gwen, and Sachiko are all looking at this person.
mhm. Listen, how things ended were how they ended. It's really best for you to just move on with your life and do something else, because as you
Oh,
can
no.
see, you were never going to be enough. And she's just gonna like hold out her arms to the people around her.
She goes, "You're safe for now. But one of these days, you're not going to have your friends around."
2 wives and something we haven't put a label on yet.
Fine,
But
you're going to have your whores around. You're not going to have your whores around forever. And when they're not, I will find you.
Right, hold please. Damn it. I have one more fireball.
You You have
She is
my
a
vote.
fire Genesee. She is a fire Genesee. So
That's right. She is. Well, let's see. What could I do?
Call on your
Uh,
best bitch to use a fucking gun that shoots ice magic.
I mean, I might actually do that. I'd be like, that's a really hurtful word that you used, that they haven't done anything to you except sit here and watch you be a raging cunt the entire time you've been in camp with us, which is super unfortunate for you. You're making a lot of friends right now.
I think as you're
Um,
saying this, hold on.
Mhm.
As you're saying this, I think maybe you notice something. And that something is that, let's see here. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on.
Lotus cast sending to Sanel. Fucking shoot that bitch.
You have Deidre,
Mm-hmm.
and her eyes turn silver,
Mm-hmm.
and she needs to make a save. She nat ones her save.
What
Deidre's eyes
happened?
turn silver.
Yeah.
She goes, "You should turn around, pack your things, and leave with the caravan you came with. And never think about this again." And this person goes rigid, a vein throbbing in their neck. They're staring at you, but almost as if an unseen force is shoving them back. They slowly walk backwards and then turn and leave the inner ring. Deidre's eyes turn off or go back to their normal color. My God, she's a contentious one.
A little
You really
bit.
know how to pick 'em, Lotus.
I am very good at that. Yes. And she's gonna just like touch her hand. Yeah, I am.
Sachiko's
This
like,
one was an
"That's
accident."
no fair. I was trying to Sachiko's like, "That's no fair. I was trying to think of what to do. But it
Oh,
involved more stabbing."
I was gonna punch her in the face. I'm not gonna lie. She called you guys whores,
Meanwhile,
and I had a moment.
on the hill where Gideon and Snell were training, Snell just stopped mid punch, draws, and starts
Yep.
looking, and then just gets this pissy look and goes, "I swear to every god that may or may not exist, I'm going to drag every one of you fucking idiots into a circle. I'm going to tell you about firing lines and how you need to keep them clear for me."
Well, if she's walking back, I think that you should try to hit her, because I did cast sending to ask you to shoot that bitch. So you know.
I feel like everyone in this caravan would get really upset if all of a sudden someone just got gunned
Why do you
down
think
in
I
the
took an
street.
NPC to why do you think I had an NPC get this person to go away?
Fine. Fine.
These
We won't start a
caravans
civil
ain't
war.
Hey,
for
this
you,
person
cuh.
that's been traveling with you for months. Yeah, we shot her. Why? She
We
called me
shot
a
her.
whore. She
She
called
is
our
a bitch.
No, no,
She
no.
called my
Oh
favorite
fuck! I just
NPCs a
realized
whore.
we need to wait until we run into the enemies. That way we can find one that's a druid that Sinel can hide behind and shoot at someone, and then we can say he fired from the grassy knoll.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Get
God.
out.
All right. Do we have anything else before we pack up camp? We're only halfway
No.
through the session.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Gonna fucking do to her what the streets of Dallas did to JFK.
Oh my god.
No,
Okay.
I don't think Attila has anything else besides helping pack up.
Okay. You met a worthy opponent, which means you suck, right?
Yes. God damn it. Hey, he's gonna take it as he just needs to get better.
He just
He's
needs
got
to get
he
better.
he in his mind he's like, man, I really should start training with Gideon a little bit more.
Maybe. So, the morning is late. The inner's ring is already packed. I think Bob was a little late getting people to start packing their shit. So, it's a little while longer before the fire is doused. The outer ring is prepped to go. And Bob comes up to your cart and says, "All right, you're on point again." Pats the side of the cart. "You and your fancy suspension."
Don't hate me because you ain't me.
Don't hate you. Cold jealousy, he says as he walks back to his cart.
For a fee, anyone could have it.
Maybe there's like a half pause in his step before he keeps going. He doesn't say anything. He's
The
old.
seed has been planted. The seed has been planted.
The seed has been planted. Are you just gonna become like the caravan like mechanic?
I thought that's what he already
That
was.
depends on one word. Money.
God. So,
We are bringing
guys set off?
civilization and capitalism to these barren lands.
as you guys pull this ring of wagons around and off in your direction, because the keen mind will tell you, yeah, we need to go that way.
Mm-hmm.
Lotus, you will see in this inner ring, sitting on the back of one of these wagons, Sophie giving you one last look.
I'm gonna like slit my eyes that way and then turn around and walk away because I don't give a fuck.
That's fine. As you turn your back, she mouths the word whore.
Say it to my face, bitch. Oh, hold up.
Still want me to shoot her?
Wait a
Still
minute.
want me to shoot her?
No, I got you. What was her name again? Sophie Highmark?
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Lotus in the sky, in the direction that they are driving. It's going to right. Susie
Sky, right?
Highmark. Susie Highmark.
Susie Highmark
is a fucking bitch.
Hold on, I can help
God.
this too. Because I also have Skywrite. And it'll say Susan Highmark has a higher body count than, and then insert like this world's version of like the Black Death, like a really bad plague.
Ooh. Ooh. Whoa. Man. Y'all some mean girls.
Brutal.
Y'all some mean girls.
Some fucking mean girls.
We are a group of manly men and mean girls.
Yeah, we got fucking Bara husbandos over here, and then just catty bitches.
Yes,
Rabbit.
you guys are two sets of
Yeah.
memes. The mean girls memes and the overly manly man's memes. Does anyone remember
Yes.
those?
Yes.
God.
No, they are. It is the meme of the girls versus boys team, where it's the two fucking like traditional wife ladies, and then the two Nordic chads.
Nordic chats.
I would like to amend what I've said. Susie Highmark
Okay.
is a stupid bitch, not a fucking bitch, because she ain't fucking nobody. She a stupid bitch. Yes. Big as life.
Damn.
The clouds change.
Absolutely brutal.
God.
Mm,
Well,
yes,
Wow.
you'll see her again one day when you're not expecting it.
that's fine. And then I'm going to call her all the other S names and forget about her actual name because that's fucking funny to me. It's so mean. She's so pittance, so she doesn't even remember her actual name.
Hmm.
Mm.
So, we are going to fast forward for another, what was it, 8 days? Another 6 days.
Ooh.
What are you guys doing in that time? I'll just make it brief.
I'm busy.
Because we got. Well, no, you're fucking busy.
I'm fucking busy.
Till is always cooking whenever he can or helping cook.
Oh yeah.
And now he's gonna ask Gideon to help him train.
Oh
Ooh.
yeah.
Yep.
What is Gideon doing?
Helping Attila train.
Helping Attila train.
And get Sanel in here. Come on now.
And get Sanel in here. Like, come on, dude. You need to. We need to teach. We need to learn you some things.
Just
So
one
no?
big old group training sesh.
Are you really
mean-
planning on building a dirigible, a rigid airship, which is different than a blimp?
I mean, it's gonna be some fucking weird fantasy version of it. It's gonna look like the Enterprise. Not
It's gonna
that
look
one.
like the fucking Enterprise. I know. But that's just a hilarious idea.
Or the Excelsior, or whatever it's called. It's gonna look like this fucking weird thing if I can find it. And then all of a sudden the music goes. The birds.
It's just Vespers. You know,
Vespers
Vespers,
at this
one
hour?
of the right? Yeah.
Man, it's not Vespers at least until 2.
Let's see here. Oh, so you're building Guns of Icarus shit now. Okay.
Yeah, why not? It's gonna have little flappy wings and everything. Shut up, it's cool. It's fantasy. I can do what I want.
I mean, that's fair. So, Lotus is busy. Lotus is fucking busy.
Oh, this is always busy.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm quite occupied.
Occupado.
Occupado.
Don't show up. Oh, I guess Sage is still rolling with us too. Occasionally she'll like go out and say hi, come out for
Oh, Sage
air,
has been quiet
water.
as of late. He's not bugging
Yeah.
you guys.
I feel bad.
Hmm.
Okay,
So,
You should.
I should.
Oh,
Maybe.
you know,
My
I,
original adventuring partner is here with us.
I
mhm.
would want to talk to Sage. I want to get to know him a little bit. Maybe he'll give me some little bit of
Sure.
insight
I
on
will
what
give
the
you
hell.
I'll give you a small scene with just Sage, because then I gotta get us rolling. But yeah.
Oh, I mean,
You
we
see
don't
Sage
have.
sitting by the fire. But yeah. Oh, you will just chat with Sage? Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't have
yeah.
anything specific to say?
I
then?
just want
Okay.
to. I just want to. Well, I want to just ask about his family. You know, and get the deets on more on Lotus and stuff like that. As far and like this the family in general, and I feel like he'd be willing to talk about all that shit.
All right. High overview. 5 parents, 3 mothers, 2 fathers.
Who the
he is
dads
the
are.
oldest. He is.
Wow. Yeah, I think.
didn't get it. So there are 13 children between these 5.
Yeah, Tilla's
And-
encapsulated.
They live in a small grove. A magic grove, protected. Made by one of the mothers, who is a druid.
Wow.
And the more he talks about it, the more it's kind of like, oh, this almost sounds too good to be true. These people have gone out into the wilderness and made their own little slice of paradise.
Huh.
Until recently, he would say, when they had to leave because the Kythons came, and apparently even the Grove can't keep the Kythons out.
Then
Maybe they
Tilla
decided to dig.
would be asking what the hell a Kython is. Just
Oh, dude, they're fugly. They're so fugly. You should ask Lotus. She died to him at least once. I think twice, maybe.
she died to them.
Oh yeah, but she got better.
There's so little I know about these people.
Yeah, me too. I show up after less than 2 years, and suddenly she's got not one but two wives that she married in her fucking tent. I just remembered we're all gonna die. I need to start repenting. Now hold on. He says, staring off into space. We're so fucking dead. We're so fucking dead.
Well, it's okay. Adelaide will revive you. It's not a big deal. He does it to me all the time.
I think Bridget would like that because then she'd just kill us again until she was happy. Bridget
Eventually
is her
you get-
mother, not my mother.
you'll get
her
used to the
mother.
pain.
Well, my mother, but her bio mom.
Your family's very complicated. I couldn't even comprehend. I have a mother and a father, and I'm the only child, so I can't. I've never had siblings
You've never had any brothers or oh.
besides the ones in my militia. Better than that,
You're invited to a thing later.
I would love to be part of a thing later.
It's not today. I'll have to figure it out. And I have to figure it out, he says. We need more trees.
I'll be waiting.
We need more trees. But 6 days pass. I have been in the background keeping track of your guys' food and water expenditures. Water is a little bit of an issue out here because there hasn't been any rain, and you have not run across any rivers in the 6 days you've been here.
Lotus
Uh-oh.
can create water,
Mm-hmm.
so maybe
For
she
50 people?
would.
I think it's 40 gallons.
It's,
Let me see.
or isn't it 20 something now? Our numbers have diminished to like 22, 25 or something like that.
Well, there's 19 of you, and then there are 28 of them.
So
I
in
can-
my
So that's
other campaign, we have found that you can create water,
There
I
are
believe,
48.
for
Yeah.
5 or 6 people, something like that.
Well,
I-
so I think it's create water is what?
I can so if I upcast it to 3rd level, I can create 30 gallons of water and I can do up to 90 a
Oh,
day.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I
up
love
to
that
90
one,
gallons a day.
Just the question is, do you want to spend those spell slots on a daily
If-
basis?
Well, I mean if we need water, yeah.
So
I mean,
there's
why
48,
not?
and they go through about a barrel a day,
How
which
much
is
is
a
a
50-gallon
barrel?
barrel. 50.
So I could cast it twice and fill a barrel
Okay.
and still have a 3rd spell slot. I'm fine with that. Like if it keeps
That's
everybody
fine.
And
alive,
you can
that's-
use it at the end of the day.
Well, and you
before
have
the
to
long
remember.
rest.
You have to remember. You guys have still about 2 weeks worth of. It caps at 2 weeks because of weight restrictions. You guys have 10 days worth of water still. So
okay. Yeah, she would just like fill up as we go. It's fine.
Like at the end of each
So-
long, or at the
Yeah.
end of each day before the long rest, just use all
Right.
current spell slots.
depending
Yeah.
That's
depending
what I
how many
do.
you've got left. Okay.
Yeah,
And
that's what I do.
I can purify water if we find any, but it's like bad water.
Sure. And then for food, Gideon, you are able to hunt. It is small game.
I would hunt with him as well.
Something's chased off the buffalo. I mean,
Attila hasn't had
know.
to need to hunt at all. He's
Right.
trained in survival skills
And
to a
Attila-
decent degree, but he hasn't needed it at all.
Attila, this is your native. This is your native biome. There should be bigger things out here than Turkey.
Is it because we're getting closer to the Deadlands?
Part of it is that, but also
It's just weird.
you'll find what's up.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Maybe you asked about this during your guys' time with the caravan, because I didn't expect you guys to remember to ask everything. Something's over hunting. It might be partially Leonin, it might be Noel, nobody knows. They just know that there are less things here than there should be.
In Attila's mind, he would know that at least if for mostly Leonin, we hunt for the food we need, but not to overhunt. So I think he would let you guys know that it's it's odd that we're not finding bigger game here. This is
There should at least be bush hogs, or actual hogs, or deer, or bison, or
this is not exactly this area, but these plains close to it have been my home my entire life, and this something is taking more than it needs. And I'm
We have similar
Oh.
reports in the desert.
your
Um,
ga- your wildlife is going to
Water.
water.
I mean, it is a desert. Deserts are known for that.
You don't know much about deserts. I understand.
That's great. That you don't know
Mm.
much about deserts. Yes, Lotus.
I think I have plant growth. If you cast a spell over 8 hours, you enrich the land. All plants in a half-mile radius centered on a point within range become enriched for a year. The plants yield twice the normal amount of food when harvested. I can't do much about the animals, but if we find plants that are edible,
Mhm.
Lotus would grow those plants as well.
Okay.
It's
Absolutely.
something. It's just
It's
something
something.
to keep people alive.
Right. Looks like the Leonin might have to go vegetarian. Oh man.
Desperate times.
Desperate
Desperate
times.
times. What do you do?
So, the
do
middle
a bit
of
of
the
a
sixth day, Lotus would know exactly that you're headed right towards the dot on the map. Not only the dot on the map where you are, where your location was, but right where the Deadlands should be. The ground has grown rocky. The cover of sod has been killed off. And the sun, not even without cloud cover, seems to have gone cold. At least in this area. Things don't want you here. So, during this day, as you travel, you realize probably stopping during the middle of the day for breaking for lunch, I think. When there is shouting from the back of the train, or maybe if you guys have circled the wagons, from the side of the train that is where you guys have come from.
I mean, Snell would approach that situation as like an active threat. So be
Guns
the
drawn.
one cop that goes in, guns drawn, turns off, quickly
Maybe-
turns off body cam.
Hold on. Maybe we should scout ahead.
Perfect.
Gideon.
Throws Maddie.
Since he's got folks that gave him the ring to scout.
The one ring.
Yeah.
Well, you guys head to that side of the caravan, and as you get outside of the ring, I'm assuming all of you are there.
Oh yeah.
You realize the path you have come in on is blanketed in fog. It's about knee high at the moment. And it's about 100 yards out. But it's thick, soupy. All just completely obscuring the ground. The path ahead is clear. But this fog seems to be encroaching, slowly rolling behind you.
Shit, we gotta go.
Yeah. Maddie looks around at all of this fog and then looks up towards Sinel.
Time to die.
And he reaches down, picks her up, is like, "We'll be fine." As he puts her on his on their shoulder.
I think Naya is there. She's looking out at this fog and goes, "I don't understand. What is it?" She can't see that far.
Some sort of magic fog. Apparently, our resident Leonin wasn't just paranoid. He was the good kind of paranoid, where you have a reason.
We need to go now.
The good kind of paranoid. The right ones.
It's not paranoia if you're correct.
I tried to tell you all. Come on, we gotta go.
I think Bob has come up, and Bob has just joined you guys. And what's the matter? What's the shouting? And he looks out
You-
and, oh, that's a problem. Well, I guess we're
Yeah.
skipping lunch for today. He says, "All right, back on the saddle. Let's go. You'll eat in the carriages."
While we're here in the fog, I think Snell's going to try their absolute best to always have sea invisibility up.
Good.
Because that feels like a good idea, so nothing like being able to completely see through the fog. So if this is some kind of like weird fog monster that produces the fog so that nothing can see it, still be able to see them through the fog.
Good. That's a good idea.
Good. Excellent idea. Yeah.
As you guys hurriedly pack camp, you guys had just started lunch. The pixies are like, "What's the matter? What's the matter? That's not fair. I just started."
I think I would look at the pixies and I would just look at them straight in their face and then just point. That
Inside the ring, you can't see the fog as easily.
Mm,
I'll tell them to come
Right.
out here.
Yeah.
dangerous
They
weather.
come out. They probably float above the caravan. And
And just nod at them when they come back in. gotta
well,
go.
so as they float above, one of them yelps as if they have been stung
Oh shit.
and quickly descends, landing on the ground
Can I catch
rather
her?
hard. Yeah,
Can I catch
you
her?
can catch her.
I want to catch her. Dude, are you okay? How big is this person? Like this big?
They're a small creature because it's an
Like this
NPC
big.
stat block, or it's a player character stat block, I think.
Like this big. You good?
You can see that something trying to decide what this looks like. Basically, the thin layer of fog that is thin enough to see through is above the caravan, and there be acid damage on her wings.
Can I fix that with healing word?
Yes, you can.
I would.
And she looks at you and says, "I'm going to stop trying to find your coffee recipe. Thank you."
You're welcome. And she's gonna set her down, like, because she's
Mhm.
not gonna keep holding her. Like,
Right.
you're welcome.
And I think the other one seeing that comes down and, okay, no fly zone. Got it.
By the way, Lotus, I used your coffee recipe as a bargaining chip to get rid of a spy. But they ended up not getting it, so they don't get the recipe.
You don't have the recipe, so you
You see-
lied.
You see the most, like, fucking mean girl smile and a glance over and went, "I don't have it at the moment."
You won't have it ever. It's not even written down. You'd have to literally dig inside of my brain to get it.
Who says I can't? You
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
know what
yeah.
my magic does.
I do, says Deidre. Now, are we going to let the fog get us, or are we going
was-
to stand
I
around?
I
thought
was
we were
just
already
about to
on our
say we
way.
should probably go.
Oh, no, this is still standing. But you guys break camp quickly after that. Sorry.
Because I married these people, they now have the coffee recipe, but we're not advertising that at all.
Okay, that's fine.
Ho, 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 ho.
Look
Wait,
at
is
the secrets
that-
they get.
Is that the bargaining chip you're going to use with Gwen? If you marry me, I'll give you the coffee recipe.
I feel like that's a pretty good bargaining chip. That's the only reason why she
You're not
hangs
getting
out.
any-
I mean,
You're not getting any more fancy rings. I'm not wasting any of my precious crafting materials.
if I find some more moonstone, would you make me one someday? Maybe. I don't
Yes.
even know. Okay. Thank you. Have a couple
And I
spares
think-
on hand.
I have a couple spares. It's like a spare tire. Never know when you might need it.
A position might open up. We don't know.
As long as you're
That
widowed
business
by
is-
one of them.
Does that
Business
does
is
that mean
booming. We need to expand.
does that mean I have permission
To do
to
what?
open up a position if necessary?
No, you don't know. I get the no. There are no positions at this time. Thank you. We're
I
not
can open one up,
accepting.
though.
You cannot. We're not
We're
accepting
not accepting
applications at this time.
Okay.
we are currently not accepting applications and have no open positions. However, we will file away your application in
Yeah.
case of future employment opportunities.
Right. If something comes up, we'll let you know.
You guys begin to roll, and I have a feeling it's probably at a little faster clip than it was before.
Is that fog coming up behind us?
Yes, and
Is it on the sides of us?
You are being funneled in a specific direction.
I don't
Keeping
like
head
it.
on a swivel to see if there's anything in the fog.
Mm-hmm.
Gideon, you're the one leading.
Probably, yeah.
This fog starts to appear on the sides and closes in to about 100 feet. It sounds like in the back there's more panicked shouting. It's getting closer there too. In addition, the fog is not letting you go straight. The fog has started to encroach on the path you're driving and it is forcing you to divert in another direction.
Don't like it.
No, don't
Like it either. I feel like I've got a hold of someone's hand like a fucking child.
Deidre
Don't worry,
or
Lotus, we'll
Sasha
be
goes,
okay.
Because
Let go of my hand.
Not
That
your
really
hand,
hurts.
like-
not your hand. Not your.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi just cut me out. I was trying to say it's directing us in a direction, though, or is it now fully enclosing?
It is threatening to fully enclose if you're not fast enough.
Yeah, I'll kick up the wagons in the
Ooh.
full gear.
Ooh,
Hey.
I can help with that. Oh, I can only do that for our cart. If we wanted to
See
zoom
ya,
ahead-
bitches! Leave everyone else in the
So
fucking
now-
dust.
Now might be a good time to figure out how to make Nos.
I can
I can. I have Expeditious Retreat and I have Long Strider, which I can
I
give
can-
to other things.
I can wild shape into a war horse and drag a cart 60 feet every 6 seconds,
Yeah,
It's
you could do it
something.
for your cart.
but not for everybody
How
else's.
many
Not
carts
for
are
everybody,
there?
unfortunately.
I got
There are
kicked out
8.
of the thing.
My
You got kicked-
spells!
I can't rejoin because it says I'm still connected, I think.
I got
Let
you.
me see. I have long strider as well. Can I also do that?
Go ahead.
A target, I think.
Between
I
the
can
two of
do-
us, we could Long Strider every wagon.
There are
We
2
could.
horses per wagon.
Oh, that might make it more
Uh,
difficult. I don't know how many first level
maybe.
spell slots you have. I only have 4.
So I have 3. Oh, I have a ton. I've got 4 first level. I've got 3 second level. And technically my third level spell slots are being used up by creating water and
Well,
food.
you do that at the end of the day.
So
Okay.
you Can you upcast Long Strider?
You can.
think
You can
so.
you can upcast it to you can target an additional creature for each slot. Which I mean,
Oh, nice.
so yeah, I could feasibly hit 1, 2, 3. I could hit 9 with all my 3rd level spells, and I could hit 6 with all of my 2nd level spells. So how many can you do, and how many can I do?
That would, if I was doing the same thing, it would be 4 and 4, so it would be 8.
Okay.
No, I'd only be able to do 6 because I used one of my 2nd level spell slots to do see invisibility.
And see invisibility.
So how many horses are there total?
16.
16.
16. Okay. So I could catch 6, 9. I could catch 15 of them. If you can
I can
catch.
get the last one.
Yeah. So yeah, fuck it.
Which
I would.
would cost me one of those, and then
Yeah, I'll block out all of my spell slots and 15 horses on my end acquire Longstrider.
Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but yeah.
we discovered Nos as like Lotus and Sinel are like jumping onto carts,
Yeah.
slapping horses on
Slapping
the ass.
horses. Shit.
Hiya! Hiya!
At one point, she would like ritual cast, like speak with animals and be like, "Hi, you're gonna run now. Hi, you're gonna run now too. Hi,
gonna
you're
run
gonna
now."
run now." We're running, okay? There's like
Gideon.
2 hands, smack the horses.
God. Gideon, it is. I was going to say difficult to control, but that's not quite. That's not quite enough. You have a modicum of control over this cart. You basically are telling it kind of where you want it to go, and the horses are saying, "Yeah, I'll think about it." As they gallop, dragging pulling this cart along.
I'll cast Speak with Animals for free,
Mm.
and then literally be like,
Nay.
yeah.
Nay, nay. And then I would like to wild shape into a warhorse, so I'm going just as fast, and I'll be at the front of the pack, so I make the horses follow me.
No, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're gonna need it. They don't want to. You end
Yeah,
up
that's
having to
fine.
herd them like a dog,
I
like
would-
a shepherding, like a
Yeah,
like a shepherd.
That's fine. Yeah, so I
Um,
am also
yeah.
warhorsing my shit.
I tell them packs of wolves are hunting behind us.
Oh,
Just
that's
tell
a
them to
bad
follow
idea.
the
I love it.
fancy horse.
I love it.
That's a really
That's a bad idea. I love it. I hate
I-
this. I'm worried.
It's not exactly phrased that way, but it's essentially, yeah, it's
Right.
like
Phrasing.
behind us, death, danger, this way,
Are
go,
you
follow that horse.
Yeah, and she's fucking galloping.
Tell them if they drop below 50 miles an hour, they'll explode.
Oh no.
Why is it? It's still not
So,
letting me rejoin.
Attila, Sanel, you have found one weakness to your suspension.
Oh.
It is going fast.
Would I be able to do
It's not
fucking
as bad as the
on-the-fly
carts
mechanics?
behind you. It is. I don't know if you designed it to go this fast. And
Probably not.
no,
But there's
the
definitely
leaf spring suspension creaks and groans underneath you as you're hitting carts. Hitting rocks,
Attila
and the
Hold my
wheels are
pants.
Hold my pants.
leaning over the cart, basically saying, "Hold me by like the back so I don't fall off." And is doing
I only
fucking,
need one
like,
hand for this.
on the fly mechanics. We are doing it live.
Oh,
We have magic
yep.
tools, and we're doing it live.
You are doing your best to keep this cart, from falling the fuck apart. I think mentally you're making notes to yourself. Okay, when we stop, I need that, I need that, I need that, I need to fix those things, and then I should redesign that, and then I should do that. And maybe if I have time, I should do that on the claws cart. Oh shit, the claws cart.
Yeah, basically, we're trying to not have a tiger moment where someone goes, "Hans, the transmission through."
Well, put the timing belt back on.
I can't. We haven't started. We tried to cold start the engine, and the wheel sprockets exploded.
Yeah.
I love when you build something that when you try and cold start it, it fucking explodes.
You are kicked from the game.
What the heck?
Have you refreshed the page?
Yeah, I've completely closed it. I can only join as Horus or Garza.
Weird.
I'll try again. Let's see.
Try as Horus. What's the worst that could happen?
Right, I was like, I might just have to join as one of them. And
Yeah,
then...
you can cast guidance on all of us.
Oh yeah, cast guidance, please. We'd love that.
Alright,
Oh, here.
I'm
You're
in as Horus.
Oh, well, here. I refreshed and it says you're in here again. Kick player has been kicked from the world. You might try again.
You kid.
Okay.
You've been kicked.
So yeah, Attila, you're just holding on to Sinel by the back of the pants. As you just hear like, ratcheting, tightening of bolts, all sorts of weird metal sounds that you probably don't know what's going on.
Yeah, he's just holding you
Um,
back. Are you doing all right down there?
I think, God. All of
Sloppy
these
work,
carts are going to
still
need to
work.
be serviced. All of these carts are going to need to be serviced. So, you cut the time in third into 1/3 of the time it was going to take you to get there.
Woo! Fuck you, Fog. Magic.
The horses are at their end. They are spent. You can see foam creeping out of the sides of their mouths. They have been galloping for over an hour. They're not meant to do this. And the fog has only gotten tighter and tighter until, Lotus, you find that this fog is leading you into a ravine.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Well, I mean, we can't turn back now.
No.
Oh yeah.
We'll
Does
keep
this
rolling.
seem familiar?
It seems bad.
Attila? Oh no.
Quick,
It seems
quick,
real bad.
take a nap and then use all
Do
the
I-
spell slots
do I
on
have-
jump.
How
Is my
long?
no sensor tingling?
Hmm?
Oh, I said,
How-
is my no sensor tingling? I was joking.
Hmm.
Sorry. Go
Not
ahead.
yet. What's that?
How long have we been running?
Over an hour. I'm going to say
Okay.
close to 2.
Okay.
How long does Long Strider last?
Long Strider lasts
lasts
a
an hour, actually.
specific amount of time.
It does.
Let me gander. It lasts for an hour.
Lasts for an hour.
Yeah.
So it's worn off. And these... No senses is your team. Duh. God damn it. Can't... I'm fucking... Alright, I guess that's in chat now. That's out for the world to see, Snell. Thanks.
Welcome into the stream, everybody. God.
Yikes.
Where's that, like... Hold on. Here. I helped.
This ravine is getting narrower and narrower until the stone beneath your feet gives way to paved road.
What?
Okay.
Bob, did you
the
take
mist,
us Fridays?
the mist on your side, on the sides, on your sides are only 5 feet, 5 feet away, until you burst out of this ravine into almost kind of a little, it's a bowl, a depression. Cyberpunk-esque, ha ha ha. Into a little depression in the ground.
Oh no, he
The
said
fog
depression. It really
opened-
is an apple.
The fog has opened up and has left your side and is no longer there. But you find yourselves in a town with buildings, some lit,
Ugh!
some unlit, in the center. The horses are no longer listening to you, Lotus. They've pulled into this road, and they just fall to their sides, still in their
Oh,
harnesses.
shit. What do? I don't have enough healing spells to fix these fucking
You
horses.
just need to rest.
You have
They-
any spells at all? I feel like you spent.
I used 7. I have 4 first level spells I can use.
Okay,
Man,
gotcha.
You used more spells than I have total.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
It's okay, cries in third caster.
I don't know. You have a gun and a robot.
You have a
robot's
gun and a
pretty
robot.
cool.
Right. I'd give a spell slot away for a robot. Just one spell
I mean,
slot
I
though.
have to give a spell slot away for the robot.
In addition to the spell slot you already don't have for the robot. So,
Got it. God.
so, yeah, you get pulled in to, well, this.
Yeah,
The horses
again,
are
random apple. I hate it.
a little description
Where
of this town. These
are we?
buildings are all old, ramshackle, and have. They look like they are being held together by patchwork. On the top of this cliff, I will just draw over here. The top of this cliff. Yeah, this structure right here is a massive lighthouse.
Oh,
It's light
fuck.
going, slowly rotating in the fog.
This is a place from my dreams.
Do
This
you
is
dream
the
about
place.
this?
This is the place from Flanagan's dream.
Wait. Lotus will no longer be a fucking horse. Would just be like, hold on. Flanagan had a dream about this?
Yes, remember the one where they said that grabs you and pulls you, huddles up with the party and goes, the one where everyone in every other party was smashing statues that used to be people?
Oh God. Oh God. Like she's just looking around. God.
Lotus,
think-
Gideon, how much longer do these horses need before we can get out of here?
At least a day. At least a day.
Mm-hmm.
I give
think-
him a time frame because I don't know in real life.
At least a day.
At least a day.
I'll go with at least a day.
They're
Yeah.
They're suffering from exhaustion. Yes.
They need water, they need to eat, they need to rest.
Mm-hmm. Or they'll drop dead. You know why they say as healthy? You know why the phrase as healthy as a horse exists? Because there are only 2 kinds of horses: healthy horses or dead horses.
Dead horses.
That sucks.
There is no such thing as a sick horse. They just keel over and die. Too much
There's also no such
cold
thing
water
as
at
a
once,
dead horse.
dead. Didn't get enough water overnight, dead. Didn't get brushed off and can't get rid of my own sweat, and didn't get a blanket. Well, first I'm going to be really hot, and then the sweat will cool me off, but the sweat is still there. So now I'm dying of hypothermia and I'm dead. Ate too much hay without enough water, I'm going to get an obstruction and die.
We don't have horses, I'm sure. I mean, unless you guys have horses, then live your best life. I don't have a horse. I'm also allergic. Moving on.
Allergic to horses?
I'm allergic to everything with fur. Yes.
Like dogs?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So,
Yes, I'm very allergic to cats.
You're in the
If you ever want to
center-
kill me, just throw a kitten at me. I'll love it until I die.
the center of this town, I think Bob has hurriedly gathered members of your fire teams. And he goes, all right, we need to figure out what the fuck's going on here. Fires are lit. It looks like some of these places might have people. I don't know. We should probably split up and find out.
Okay.
There's
Lotus
enough of
is
us we
Party,
can do
good
that.
idea.
I think yes, Lotus is tired. Lotus is
Mhm.
exhausted. Lotus
Mhm.
ran like 8 miles in 2 hours.
Mm-hmm. She's strong, bitch. She fine.
Should we really split up?
It's like,
That mean?
man, I don't know what that means.
Just
Wait,
Sorry.
no.
I think Deidre and Sachiko, along with the rest of the Claw, would go. We'll take the giant building over there, they say, pointing behind you guys. And they're pointing in this direction right here, which is a massive stone building.
We have sending stones, don't we? Or am I making shit up? No.
I feel like
I
you can
think-
make them, can't you?
I have a book where you can write a letter to someone and they can write back to you.
Mhm.
But I only have so many pages until I
The
can
clock-
make more or something.
Lotus,
Yeah.
give your book to Sage and have Sage go with the claw. Sage wasn't in Sage wasn't in Flanagan's dream, which means Sage might not be affected by this place. And we need someone to watch the claw in case something happens.
Okay. Okay. She's so tired. Okay. She's going to get her book out and go over to Sage and hand him a quill and say, listen, rip out a piece of paper, write a letter, and say you want to say who you're sending it to. And it'll go and I can write you back. Please don't use all of my paper though. Okay?
He's
Like
like-
I don't need hourly updates. Just like if some shit
He's
goes
like,
sideways.
I'm only gonna draw dicks on it. It's fine, and then I'll send
Draw-
it to you.
I mean, if you draw dicks on it, don't rip the pages out so I can continue to use the pages later.
Deal.
Dear mom, how are you, Dick?
That's like she's like only stipulation. I don't care. And then she'd probably like pat him, but it's a super fucking weak pat, right? Because she is like fucking beat. She's
He's
like,
looking
"You're-
at you and
okay.
goes, "Here, you probably need this.
What is this thing?
It's
What
a
are you
small
giving me?
decanter.
What is in it? Is it
You
alcohol?"
open it. No, it smells like coffee. Cold coffee.
No.
She would just hug this man and she'd just be like, "You're my favorite brother."
He'll go,
Just
Remember, we still
Time
have to have dinner
cries.
sometime.
we have to what?
Still have to have dinner sometime.
We should have dinner. Maybe we can have dinner tonight if we don't die. And she's just gonna drink the coffee. Like, I love you.
God. Love you too, sis. And yeah, he's going to go with these people as they break off.
Every
I'm assuming-
time Sinel saw Reves here, she was in the lighthouse, wasn't she?
Yeah.
That's where Sinel's going to be like, talk out loud so everyone else can hear. Be like, we're taking the lighthouse.
Way ahead of you. Attila will start walking that way.
Stay close,
All
Attila.
right.
Don't get lost. And there's
And I
like
think
fucking concern in Sinel's voice.
Oh, Lotus will go with you because she's also concerned, but she is also not at her like best right now. So she'll be there for you.
so. The four of you are going there. I think Naya says, "I will go with you."
Okay.
JR, stay here and attend to the horses. They'll need
Alright.
your healing.
He's probably already doing just that. Yeah, man, I got this. Go ahead. And Bob is looking around. All right, in that case, I'll send the renegades. The renegades and I will go. We're going to check out this place, he says, pointing to the building to the south. This building.
Okay.
So, let's follow you guys. I'm just going to move you.
To the lighthouse where we can sail the seven seas.
There's nothing under the lighthouse.
Okay, so you
Smiles.
have to pass by. You guys have to pass by several buildings. The slope, at least here, let me see. You find Oh, I didn't mean to move just Sanel. I meant to move all of you. I am trying to move all of you. There we go. The path to the lighthouse is between these buildings. And as you guys are moving, you can see on the tops of these buildings, now that you're close, there seem to be plants. Something overhanging the roofs of these places. It's greenery, and some of it you see has fruit on it. Small fruit.
Lotus,
Yeah.
Nature check this.
you able
Sure.
to? Well, you could do that, but are you able to talk to them?
I
You're out
yeah.
of spell slots, aren't you?
I cannot. You're right. I fucking can't. That's a 3rd level
Damn.
spell, and I don't fucking have that. Wait a minute. Can I? It's not even a fucking ritual. God damn. All right. Sorry, buddy. I'm a little tapped right now.
I understand. Good work, by the way.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry,
She's
it's
like,
right there.
Thanks.
As you
She's
guys
dragging ass while like
God.
walking with you. Like, just fuck this. I'm done.
nature check, Sanel. Anybody else want to do me a nature check?
I'll give it a
I-
shot.
Like the
I
ranger
can
that doesn't have
try.
nature?
I actually am
Good.
proficient. I'm proficient in nature. Actually,
Go ahead.
That makes one of us.
I have a +2
You
How do I
Fucking
roll
With
it?
a
Beating
plus
by
2 in
1.
nature.
to
Yeah.
make it.
I'm
Oh.
sorry.
Can you, I guess, give JR or Horace control over Gideon?
Yep. So when he comes back, he will destroy you. All right.
Oh, no.
Absolutely.
Player characters. I have so many tabs. It's not even funny. Gideon.
I was like, it was weird because I
There
could
you
see
go.
my character sheet, but it wasn't letting me roll.
There you go. You can roll
All
it.
right, let's go, Ranger. Do your
Oh, Ranger,
Alright.
let's go.
You
You did great.
Go,
Yeah, that's
go
great.
shitty.
Lotus?
Ranger.
And Lotus and Sinel. Actually, Attila with your 10 too makes sense. These specific fruits you're seeing are tomatoes. But they look like cherry tomatoes. They're like no bigger than, maybe your thumb. Although it's the wrong kind of bush for cherry tomatoes.
I don't like that.
Is it like a miniature regular tomato plant?
So the plant itself is full size. The fruit's just what's miniature.
Is it like someone grafted them on? Like, are these grafted plants?
It's a good question. You're not able to see from here because it's
Yeah, I
on the
guess
roof.
you'd have to be close enough to see if there's any marks.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
And I don't even know if you can graft tomatoes. I think that's only trees.
I don't know. I don't know enough
That's a good
about it.
question. Which is why, if, we ever end up with a banana blight that's bad enough to kill, 90% of, banana trees,
Cavendishes.
we'll just never have bananas again because banana
Stop it, I
seeds
love
are
bananas.
basically non-existent.
I know.
All banana trees are grafted. And you
I
know
know.
what?
All banana
Most
trees are
avocado
clones.
plants are grafted too because growing avocado plants from seeds are very hard.
Yeah,
Even
so
for
are their seeds.
experienced
You ever bitten
avocado
into one?
growers.
I mean, unless you've got a druid, but
I mean, yes, this is true. But I think you guys abandon that, at least for the moment, and work your way up the slope to the base of this lighthouse. Now, you run into these red beacons. And these beacons, they don't do... Well, I mean, they serve as a light source. But other than having this red light, they seem... Well, on the other side of these beacons are all of this mist. heavy and soupy on the ground.
Oh shit. Sunel would point at one of these and be like, is it the mist starts where the light stops?
Just about, at least right now, yes.
I don't like that.
Sauce.
They're keeping the mist out.
Hmm.
How good of a repair are these beacons in?
They're in good repair.
Do they seem to be, is this a natural kind of light, or are they arcane in nature?
With your see invisibility, you could tell at the center of these orbs, which I'm gonna say you still have your see invisibility up, even though it's been a minute. You can see at the center of these is a small floating orb, pulsing gently. That seems to be creating this light.
It's weird.
What would
Steal
my
it.
what would my passive 18 Arcana tell me?
We could steal it.
Are we gonna steal it and ruin this little
No.
town, though?
Yes.
We could try to replicate it with other magical materials, perhaps. I mean, I have a giant ether converter on my hip. I could just study them, and when we have time.
Does it seem like this is something we need to cross? Are we able to use these beacons?
You can cross the boundary between, but there's mist there.
Scary
If you want to
danger
brave the
mist.
Are
The
we able
lighthouse
to?
is on this side of the beacons.
Yes, the entrance of the lighthouse is on this side. Yes, and Naya is looking up at this lighthouse and says, "Who builds a perfectly good lighthouse in the middle of a continent?"
Elves.
That is weird.
Says Tanel, just thinking back to Uravis again, just be like, elves.
Why elves?
I mean,
They seem to make more sense than that to me.
Well,
No. I have a
the
feeling.
the only way to find out is by going in, right?
I suppose
I'm not
so.
going in there. Like Lotus is just straight up like, I don't know. I don't
Would
know,
you
man.
do it for a Scooby snack?
Maybe? Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
I was gonna say, does
Ruh-roh,
Snell
Shaggy.
Shaggy because Snell has the party mascot Maddie, who's totally Scooby. Does Maddie come around the corner in the night and go, "Reed"?
God, what was that? There was the video of the guy looking down the barrel of the tank, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Daniel, you have
Alright.
that on your soundboard. Use
No,
it.
I removed that.
You
Why?
fucking bitch.
Because that's when I
Bitch.
started having more issues with my computer.
Fair.
I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know if it's a good idea right now. Like with the soupy mist and no way to get past it, and I feel
So
like
the
we
front
might be
of the-
inviting problems.
Right.
It
The front of the
is-
lighthouses is open. The door, the entrance on the front doesn't have fog in front of it. I'll let you guys know that much.
Oh,
Yeah, and does it seem like it's tight enough that the fog's not like seeping into it?
Right.
is there a path from where we
You c-
are to the door?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. I've moved your tokens up to the lighthouse. Everything
like these
on
red
the
lights.
everything on the inside of the red lights is safe.
I don't know where the lighthouse is, I guess. I don't know.
It's
It's dark.
Right here. It's
Oh,
that
it's
dark.
that.
It
Oh, I
casts
see.
that shadow. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, so it's like these beacons are keeping it in.
yeah,
It
mist
looks
in?
like
Mhm.
it. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
I mean, okay, if we can go in, that's cool, but I don't want to cross the beacons personally.
That's I don't want to do that either.
Are
That's-
these
I'm-
floating rocks on the other side of the beacon? Or are those just
Mm.
rocks?
Those are just rocks. They're
Okay,
not
I could-
floating.
There's just like with the fog and they almost seem to be on top of it. It gave me this vague idea of like, is this like fucking Stephen King's The Mist, where like shit just starts breaking down on the other side, and there's also probably big ass mosquitoes.
Oh God,
Oh, God.
no.
No, I'm sorry. Don't you mean the Langoliers? Oh wait, that's a different thing.
Yeah, no,
Hmm.
I think it's called the mist or the fog or something like that. It's where
The
everyone's
f-
trapped in
yeah.
the supermarket, and there's like big ass bugs and the giant like four. It's basically the fog like causes shit from another dimension to pop in,
Exactly.
and then like most Stephen King stories, it has a really shitty ending.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the damn thing about it. Your hooks are great. You need to learn how to finish a fucking story.
so are we going in the
Alien
lighthouse?
spiders did it.
So are you guys going in the lighthouse? You guys have
Yes.
debated.
Attila would go in
Okay.
first, since it was his idea.
You're very
Okay.
gung ho to go first.
Well, I mean, I don't have to. I just figured
No,
that
no.
Attila was like, there's
I would-
there's nowhere else to go.
I would rather someone else die from their fucking choices than it'd be Lotus this time. That's
Hey,
all.
if anyone's here to die, or if anyone has to die, it should be Attila because at least
Because
you
you can get
try.
him back.
Yeah.
Got it. Let's get you
How do we
back,
get him
bud.
back? We don't have the necromancer yet, says me
I'll
with an
just-
evil smile.
I'll just
No.
move you guys there.
Yep.
You open this door, and who here could have possibly been in a lighthouse before?
Are there lighthouses in Lotus?
There are a couple on the coast, yeah, to keep
I mean-
ships, away from the shoals.
A sailor? A
Hmm.
captain? A
So
gentleman
none of you guys have
lighthouse
seen
creator?
a lighthouse before. I'll just say that. See the inside of one before. Inside is, it's a dirt floor. There is a furnace sitting at the bottom of this pillar. And it seems to be, it's chugging along and seems to be responsible for turning the light up at the top. It's well maintained, and it seems as if it seems as if it's been here for years, but other than it being old, it looks like it's taking care of and doing its job. There is a metal staircase that follows the inner spiral of this lighthouse that leads up.
Does this place look lived in?
There is, in fact, a cot here at the bottom.
Are we
But other
talking
than that,
like
nothing else.
big mommy elf size cot?
A medium-sized creature. It's a twin. It's a twin XL.
Can we investigate it?
Investigation, you say?
Someone wants to roll me a 1 on their investigation. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, it could be me because I have incredibly shitty investigation. It's not a 1, but okay.
Wow.
The fuck? I've got a negative number. This is not okay for you.
I'm sorry.
I wish we had hero points in this system.
I know.
But
But
someone doesn't give out inspiration. One day, one bad roll. Batman.
I'm not going
one
to be guilted
time.
into this.
One
I'm
time
not going to be guilted
he has
into
given out
this.
inspiration once.
I'm
one
not
time.
going to be guilted into this.
I'm just saying. I'm keeping track.
That wasn't guilt. This isn't guilt.
That's just facts.
This is a
It is.
rat.
It's real. It's
I'm
just,
not going to be guilted into this. So
it's
you
just real.
you take you step into this room, and behind the doors you find various tools, gardening implements, wrenches, hammers, all sorts of odds and ends, things that you would need to keep a lighthouse running. And there is a large pile of coal that is sitting there. Sitting on the other side, it looks like this is a coal furnace.
How common are those in the wider world?
Well, a lot of poor communities use wood, but you surmise with your investigatory skills There's probably a lack of that around here. So coal it is.
Where are
Other
they getting the
things?
coal from?
That's a good question. You find
How well stocked
the other
is the
side.
fire? Sorry, go ahead.
it looks like it was tended to just maybe 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
There's
Oh,
someone
shit.
in this building.
Well, I don't know if
Yeah.
there's anyone in here, like, cause it's just a straight up staircase to the top and then the bottom, right?
And as you look up, you can see that there is a metal platform all the way at the top. Yeah, this is a hollow
Oh.
structure otherwise.
Maybe we'll come across a certain elven paladin, Lotus.
I mean, you do your thing. I'm gonna follow your suit, okay? Like I've got you. If you die, sort of.
This place is strange.
I guess you don't know a lot about
Nice.
lighthouses. Smile for that fucking you don't know much about deserts.
A letter pops into view
Uh-huh.
in
Oh,
front of
shit.
Lotus. It's a
I'll
dragon.
open.
It's a
It's a
little dragon.
dragon.
It breathes paper fire.
Cute. I'm gonna open it.
And you open it, and it's Lotus. Get down here now. This place is great. You
I'm gonna
need to
kill
see
that
this.
man.
Lotus is gonna pull a pen out of her bag, and on the other side of it, write, "In case of emergency use only."
Can Snell grab that from her and like triple underline only?
And then I'm gonna take it back, and in very small print, I'm gonna write, "We'll be there in a minute." I'm gonna send it out. I'll send it back.
For the sake of brevity, this is a lighthouse. There's nobody at the top. There's no Uraves because Uraves is not a physical being in this world.
Well, we don't know that.
I know that, and I'm just telling you that.
Okay, God.
Okay,
God.
jeez.
Good God. Oh. I'll just
So,
look for
but
another one of my 11 characters.
but an assertion that as you go, if you guys adventure to the top, an assertion that Naya would make is this fire is magical, at least this one, pointing at the light in the lighthouse at the top, the light itself. I'm not
Is it
sure what
similar
it
to the
does, but
beacons?
no, it's similar to a moonbeam. I don't know what
Ooh.
it does.
That's weird. A moonbeam, you say? I have no spells. I
Yes.
can't do anything with it right
Oh
now.
no,
but
we walked into the moonbeam. We're taking damage. We need to go back down.
she would say, like, I don't know, maybe I don't know what he. Look, we should go figure it out. Well, let's go see what this asshole wants.
Maybe.
Fine, but I'm coming back to investigate these beacons. If they're containing the fog, it might be our way out of here.
Okay. And
I'm just
guess
gonna
we'll-
drag you all the way down. All the way down. Making your way down the slope to this building. And you just can't leave Will the fuck enough alone, can you? Accidents happen, asshole.
Well, considering someone's being stalked by a shadow version of themselves.
Accidents happen, asshole.
I know, I was just like, oh, fuck. We're gonna go in there, Sage is gonna be like, oh, Lotus, wait a minute, you're already here. We look over, and this one turns into like a fucking weird puppet.
So,
Yeah.
I think I've got. Let's see.
But, like, if Lotus is here, then who's over there?
But if he's over here and you're over there and he's the sheriff, but
I just remembered. Who's the caveman?
let's see. Yep. You guys are met outside the door by You guys are met outside the door by Sage, who is like, I need you to come with me right now. Looking at
Why?
He's like, and when we get in there, shh. The rest of you, I don't give a shit what you do. You need to come with me.
Okay. And she will.
Dick.
And
She'll
he
wander in there with
grabs your hand and physically drags you into this place. Everyone outside can see that the interior of this place is shelves chock full of books. This
Bro, he
must
found the
be,
porn.
at least this floor, a library of some sort. There is Benoit standing at a desk, talking with somebody. A tall, thin man in a sharply tailored suit.
I like that
with-
outfit.
A sharply tailored suit. He's standing behind the desk, clear blue eyes, dark hair, and seems to be discussing something with Benoit. Yeah, the war is unpaused. Sage
There is no war in
leads.
Boston.
Sage leads
Remarkably
you
familiar
over
man.
around this corner, and he's like, "You need to see this." And
She'll
you poke your head around the corner, and it is these two women talking to Dahlia, and they're confused, like, Loda, you're dressed differently, and I think Deidre would probably like poke this person, like, you're not an illusion. This place is odd. And I think Dahlia is just, I'm sorry. Do I know you? And these people are just like, yeah, Lotus, it's us. And she's like, no, Lotus. I'm not Lotus. They're like,
think
go ahead.
at this, Lotus will come around the corner and she's just gonna put her arms around this person and just be like, what are you doing here?
She feels your hands and Lotus, I remembered that was gonna happen. What? She turns and just gives you a hug. It's so
Uh-huh.
good to see you.
good
So
to see you
good to
too.
see you. She holds you at arm's length and inspects you like Bridget would. She
Oh
goes,
God.
and for a moment
Yeah.
she's got that Bridget face.
She
And then
does.
she
Well, we
breaks
both
into
have
a
the
s-
Bridget face, right? So
Right. She inspects you and then goes, you need to eat more.
I
How
did.
are you? I'm so glad you came to see me. You got my
I'm-
letters. You didn't
did get your
respond, but that's
letters.
fine. I mean, I already knew
sorry.
you got them. No, it's
I
fine. It's
know.
fine. And she goes, and
sorry.
around the corner, maybe Sage should come say hi too. And he'll step around the corner.
There's more of them.
And Sage, there are more of them.
There's
and
more.
and Sage goes, sis, what's up? He looks at you, Lotus, and goes, you have some explaining to do. Looking at these
Ah.
two.
What does their faces fucking look like? Because I never told them I had a fucking twin sister.
They hear the name Dahlia and they go, oh. But then it goes from confusion to shock, from confusion and shock to, you bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think Deidre would go, so, dear, she says, looking at you with this, this look of, yeah, I'm calling you dear.
You're like,
Mhm.
no, I don't like that. I don't like
She's-
that. You don't have to use
She's
that
like,
word.
that's fine. Well, that's fine. I'll stop using that word when you start being honest with us.
What is
Dahlia,
there
huh?
to be? Yes, this is my sister. I don't know how I was
Right.
ever dishonest with you. Listen, I
You
told you I
never
had
told
a
us that
sister.
sister was a twin.
Uh, I didn't. You're right. I'm sorry. Does that change things? She's hotter than me, I know, but like, no, she wouldn't say that.
She's hotter than me, but
They're exactly the same amount of hotness.
Sachiko would go, maybe it's fine, or maybe I'll just call you dear for the rest of the day.
I can't function. Listen, how can I make this up to you?
I think
Anyway.
Sachiko looks over at D and goes, all right, we found it. We found it.
But
Deidre
the thing
goes,
that makes Lotus cringe?
The-
Yeah, you fucking
the thi-
found it.
the thing that pisses off Lotus? Perfect.
Not pissed. Anyway, she'd be like, Dahlia, this is Deidre. This is Sachiko. You've kind of already met. I married them a couple days ago.
And she's like, yes, I know, it was lovely. And Sage goes, oh shit, miss me with the clairvoyant crap. And he just pulls her into a side hug and says, I love you, dear, but
What
he's
the fuck
talking
with
to
a
Dahlia.
deer? Yeah.
He's like, all right, I love you, sis. Jesus Christ. I love you, sis, but you can stop doing that now.
Don't ever stop doing that. Ever. Especially because it irritates him. Ever.
She's like, you mean like the word dear irritates you?
Why are you here? How did you end up here? She's gonna just
Why are
completely
you
change
here?
it.
I mean,
Why are you here?
I've been here for a while. We've had letters, remember?
You never said where though. You were just like super like vague about where.
Yeah, because how do I describe where here is?
I don't know. Covered in mist. Oh, you said that.
If you don't mind, if I pipe in, put my hand up. Where is here exactly?
She goes, I have
Yeah, I
absolutely no idea, but I guess it's the middle of the Deadlands. Hold on, she says. She turns to Lotus. I need to meet these people. Hold on.
Wait,
And she,
okay.
I think she turns and steps up to Deidre first. And Sage goes, oh, she's doing the shit again, isn't she?
Yeah, she's doing the shit. Like at this point, they're just like fucking like faces side by side going, yeah, she's gonna fucking do that, isn't she? Yeah.
I think she puts her hands on Deidre's shoulders and just looks at this person. And then she goes, that's... You're gonna do the right thing. As she pats Deidre on the shoulder and then moves to Sachiko. Deidre just looks at you like, what? What?
I told you she was clairvoyant.
And she's looking at Sachiko. And you see like a couple of tears roll down her face, and she goes, oh, I would give you a hug, but I don't think I could. I don't think that's appropriate right now. You're so strong. You're so strong. And she's just crying, and she takes her hands off of Sachiko, who is equally confused, and she wipes her eyes and goes, okay, I've met these people now. And Deidre and Sachiko are just looking at you like, what the fuck? Lotus?
She's clairvoyant. So that's
Deidre went,
the
is
answer
this
I have.
actually? Sachiko goes, is this what you meant by don't make your sister cry?
I mean, no, but kind of yes, but no. But maybe? And she's look at Dahlia and be like, is it like, are you sad? Are you mad? What happened? Did she hurt you? Do I have to kick my wife's ass? Don't make me do it. She's probably stronger
She goes,
than me.
Lotus, it's fine. I need to show you around this place. Hold on. She grabs your hand and just pulls you back to the main aisle with everybody else.
Jesus. I missed you, but I'm
She's like,
tired already.
She's like, I missed you too, sis. And she's just dragged you back to the main aisle and go, October! I found another one! In October, who is talking with Benoit, we're gonna cut for a second and just rewind time to Sinel, who is standing at the desk. Benoit turns, I think, as she's discussing something with this person, and says, "Oh, Sinel, what are you doing here? I thought you were at the lighthouse."
The lighthouse didn't have much to offer. Much less than I expected. So, glancing over at October, who's your friend?
She goes,
I
this
hate
is,
the best.
and I think this person would introduce themselves. I'm so sorry. My name is October, and he just there's a bow. It's a courteous bow, and
There's nothing in response. There is no bow back. There's just a
No.
blank stare.
he says, I am well, I guess a caretaker of this. I think the bigger question is, who are you? And did you all come in together?
We did. We're an expedition that got lost in this cursed fog.
Wait, an expedition?
Yes.
But so
Don't tell
the
me. You've already run across one already.
so the 11 of you are on an expedition?
There are 28 of us in total. There used to be 50.
No. There's 48 of you in total.
But 48 of us.
Yeah. There used to be like 70.
Okay, there are 48 of us in total. There used to be much, much more. Attrition is a hell of a thing.
Oh. He probably looks down the aisle. Well, I suppose maybe I should call them over. No need to do introductions more than once, yes? And I think at that moment, Dahlia drags Lotus around the corner and, October, I found another one! And he's like, yes, dear, that's great. Ah, this one, is this Lotus that we've heard so much about?
Ah,
Do you use the royal we here?
Ah, yes, of course we do. It is more than just me that takes care of this place. As a matter of fact, Dahlia here was, well, not necessarily an initiate in that, but has been quite instrumental recently. That being said, there are more than one of us, yes. He looks down this aisle at Gideon and Attila and Naya. You can come closer. I don't bite.
I
They
okay.
do.
He's like,
Excuse
that
me.
is more
Pardon
than
me.
fine."
you go past the lotuses.
There's so many people. Yep, there. You notice there are two lotuses wearing different clothes.
Oh, as I walk by, I would. Dude, is there a way to tell you apart at all?
I'm wearing my own battle armor. I'm wearing the same
Okay.
clothes I've been wearing.
Okay, cool. So I'm assuming she's okay. She's wearing something different.
Yeah, she's wearing what looks like, I mean,
Robes or something.
maybe not robes. She doesn't like dresses.
Ah,
My
Pants and a
bitch.
shirt.
I would just as I walk by, I'm like, oh, I'm Attila.
That's my
by the way.
sister
Attila,
Dahlia.
I've heard the name before. Yes. You are the one that got into the fight. Yes. Okay. Perfect.
Well, I guess
Uh,
so, yeah. And I just kind of look her up and down. I'm like, well, aren't you quite the stunner?
Ooh. And she goes,
Woo!
I should have remembered you saying that before you said it. Damn it. And she just pats you on the shoulder and goes, oh. You. All right. She just kind of turns and,
Talia,
Good
you
luck
have
in
to
your
stop doing
endeavors.
that to people.
I'm sorry. I'm a.
You have
I'm,
to. You're freaking
I'm
people
a huggy
out,
person,
man.
okay? I'm a huggy
You're
person.
huggy, but then you
I-
see the future, and then they get confused and they get upset. People
Wait,
get upset.
wait, did
Talia.
she touch me and she did that?
Yeah, it's
It-
I'm sorry.
I guess Attila just kind of tilts his head. Gives
it's
her a
nothing
glare.
bad. It's just that, she says, pointing at the deck of cards on your hip.
Yeah, he looks down.
Mhm.
What's that do?
Well- We'll talk more about that later. And I'll pass by and just go sit at the
Right.
desk.
To which, like, Lotus is very quietly like, Dahlia, seriously, you freak people out when you do that. Like, I appreciate it and I love you, but sometimes you freak people out when you do that. You cried to my wife. I don't even know what that
There's
means. What does that mean?
2 of you.
Kidding.
It's,
There's
it's my
two.
it's my sister
That's a
Dahlia.
problem.
It's not a problem. She's very sweet. Don't let her touch you. She's very sweet. She does not say don't let her touch you.
I like to think that perhaps strangely understanding the idea of someone being clairvoyant, Maddie clambers off of Sanel and walks up to this person and trying to perhaps converse with them of also seeing strange things, just says,
I have seen tears in the rain.
Tears in the rain.
One of you is a
Yes.
handful.
Mm,
She probably looks down at this little teapot turned abomination and
and
goes,
waves an arm.
"Oh my, you're so cute." She just like gets down, like squats down, and picks this thing up in a hug.
And then screams, and it's like, "Ah!"
Oh, it doesn't have a soul, so there's nothing to read the future. on.
Aww.
I-
Not
It's
yet.
not a robot.
yeah, Gideon, that's my sister Dahlia. She can see things.
She's like, "More people," and she puts Maddie down and turns and, "Hi, I'm Gideon. I'm Dahlia. Sometimes I do that." She holds out a hand to shake your hand,
He shakes it.
and she goes, I see. Well, now I'm going to have a very hard time remembering I am not Gideon. I'm not
What?
Gideon.
you see,
She's like,
sister.
she's like, I can't
don't
tell
want
you.
her to touch
You know
me.
I can't tell you.
You can tell me. You could tell me all the things. We used to tell people. We used to tell each other all the things. I'd point them out. You'd
but
read
you
their
told me
future,
that
and then
makes
we'd
things
laugh.
sick. But you said that makes people scared. Remember?
Only
Just
when
a
you
moment
tell
ago,
them.
or maybe it was yesterday.
I don't know. Only when you tell them. But you can still tell me. You can still tell me things. It's fine.
No, Lotus.
Don't
And
let
I
her
think
touch me.
October would go. uh, I think Dahlia would just wave and say, "Hi, I'm Dahlia. I can see enough from here. It's fine."
I'm going to assume that that was an insult, turning on their heels back towards October and being like, "You were about to introduce us to who I can only assume is the one who works this library."
Well, yes, I handle the day-to-day, but the master of the library is well, actually, her, he says, nodding to behind you. There's nothing there for a moment. And then, a pale woman with dark hair and yellow eyes appears.
Lapar.
Blah, blah.
I feel like the rest of the claw here are concerned. I think probably Osgard draws a blade like, "You scared me. Stop that."
I'm gonna put my arm around my sister away from the fucking vampire.
She's like, "No. She's great.
Papa.
She's a little broken, but she's great."
She's a little sister. We are all a little broken, but that
No,
is
no.
blood
You'll
drinking
understand what I mean.
broken. Okay.
She puts a hand on her chest and bows. She's wearing regal attire. It seems as if it was made for her. It fits perfectly. And she says, "Greetings. The death has brought you." And she just
The-
stares at you.
The
How
death
common are
has
vampires?
Vampires? You've probably heard of one. You've never seen one.
Yeah, I was gonna say like in Etah, like they're probably pretty uncommon,
Mm-hmm.
or at least they're good at not being found.
This is probably the more accurate statement. Yes. And she says,
Ha-
"I am a stark little star." And I think October says, she has a way with speaking. What? Her name is Astra. Astra Stark. And likewise, myself, October Sky. Eh, how to explain? And I think Astra stares at each of you in turn as if memorizing your faces and goes, "Dead. I see deads."
Oh dear. Well, I guess this expedition is off to a
I'm sorry,
fun
Deads.
start.
And I think she looks at Sanel as he says that.
I'm quite alive.
Okay.
The snake with a mouth speaks. Bulls, she says, nodding to herself.
Bulls?
The
Bulls.
bulls.
As October, he's like, I think he's probably pushing himself to the front of the crowd to like stand next to her, so you don't have to keep like.
Also mumbles. Pretty sure that was also an insult. I'm 2 for 2.
He goes, I don't actually know what that means, but maybe she's trying to say you speak wisely. He kind of looks at Astra, and she just shakes her head and, no, bowl, fork, spoon, and knife. Together a set they make. And he just kind of nods. Okay, you work well together. You work well together. Okay, that's what she's trying to say.
I always knew that the 4 of you together were a
Isn't
little
she
short of a
lovely,
set
says
of
Dahlia.
cutlery. Saying to the other party members, being like, always knew that the rest of you together were a bit short of a set of cutlery.
Lotus will
Yes.
flip you off.
We did
Osgard
need to
says the man with the spoon.
Oh, never mind. Damn it.
Slowly
No, go ahead,
pulling out the
Gideon.
spoon
Go ahead,
with this
Gideon.
look like, you want to see what the spoon does?
Nah,
I
he
doubt
got
you.
it.
God. And Dahlia, isn't she lovely?
Yeah, lovely's a great word for this. Sure.
No. She has a
Lovely.
way with words.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't just say them, she feels them.
Isn't that what words are, Dahlia? Like,
I mean, if you want to think about it that way, absolutely. But honestly, look at this lovely library. There's so many words here, and you can't read one of them, she says, grabbing a book off the shelf and flipping through it, showing you.
Well,
how long's
Let's-
it been since you've been to the Moon Garden?
She's
Has it
like,
been a while?
6 months? The last time you saw me, I think we were both there.
Maybe we should go back. Yeah? Let's go back. Let's get out of here.
She's like, why? This place is... Okay, trust me. The outside is... Yes, a little rundown looking, maybe a little scary. But I did watch another group of your people go into the... Hold on. I have a name. It is here. Give me the NPC list. Um, let's see. Yeah.
Teacher,
She
let's
says,
go just
but
like over
but
there.
they went into Rakus. They're probably enjoying lovely food right now, and soulful conversation. Reika's very good at that.
Where?
Where?
Is this? Is
What's
that
that?
a place to
Oh,
eat or a
she
tavern
points
or?
she points out the window, and it's this building. It's the building they said they were going into.
You
This one
know,
here.
I think that's great. I'm sure the food here is lovely. The trip here was wild, but maybe it's time to go home. You think? It's probably time to go home.
She's like she probably takes a step back and goes, Lotus, I'm fine. At least for the
Is
moment.
this?
Okay? Hey. Remember that lovely little tea shop I was telling you about?
Yeah.
It's just to the north here. You should absolutely go and at least try a cup first.
Okay.
Besides,
you
it's not very easy getting out of here.
Right.
If we could leave at any time we wanted, that would be great, but we can't.
Is this place why my people have never came back from the Deadlands? How many Leonin come through here?
We have lots of Leonin. Well, about 25. Not many make it here. How many have entered? Wait, I see now. Oh, I didn't want to see that. Suffice to say, we have Leonin here, and
Wait. Excuse me. See what? What?
I was told not to upset people, so I'm not upsetting people. But
Okay.
I mean, if they're asking questions, you can probably say something.
There are
We're
things I
already
can't
gonna
even-
have a
Sh-
we're already
she's
gonna
like-
have a private discussion later anyway, so it's okay. Tell me then, please.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have a private discussion with my sister. What?
Later.
No.
later.
Why
What
not?
are you? I don't know. What are your intentions with my sister?
She seems to know a lot that she's holding something back. I don't know.
She holds lots of things back.
Okay, you want me to tell you things? I'm not. I'm safe here because if I leave, then Bridget comes.
And who is Bridget?
Our
Their mother. Are you not following?
That's right. I'm sorry. I
No. It's more than fine. She
It
says,
was-
like putting a hand on your shoulder in reassurance, and then goes, "I should not have done that."
What's Bridget's coming? Bridget's coming?
Mhm.
When is Bridget coming? When is Bridget coming?
I can't say that because fuck it. Terms of service be damned every night. Anyways. Terms of service be damned. Uh-oh. Somebody died. So,
My mother.
That's why I'm saying that out of character, damn it. Who
When's
raised
Bridget gonna
Lotus to
show
be
up?
like Lotus? It's one of your parents. Yeah.
Travis.
It was Travis and maybe
So-
Claudia. But
Probably.
anyway.
So when are we going to see Bridget? Doll?
You won't be here anymore. That's for sure. I don't
So
know
if
where.
we just stay here forever, we won't ever have to see Bridget, right?
Right,
what you're
and then
saying?
eventually we grow old and die. Yes.
Fuck. Okay.
Sage is probably still looking at Astra. And he goes, "Why do you talk like that?" And I think Dahlia's eyes kind of go wide with shock. Like, why would you ask somebody something like that? And
I mean, that's a fair question.
I think October goes, it's honestly, and in a moment of clarity, Astra goes, "I have seen many things. Some of them good, some of them bad."
I don't like when the one that speaks nonsense suddenly has a moment of
Clarity.
I believe that means we should listen carefully.
I think she nods and says, "Yes, sheep are for the strong. Wolves are weak."
Man, someone in Fridays would want to have a long philosophical debate about that that wording.
Well, she's not fucking here right now, is she? And I'm not playing a vampire on
Okay.
Fridays. Hey, I just realized when was that? We
Just
had a
now.
rating party of 27 by Insomnia Night RPG. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, yo?
'Cause I just
27
looked and it
people
was
get
there.
to know what vampires are.
Hey.
I like that.
Well,
Hello.
for everybody jumping in, yeah, we have arrived at a new town. My map screen is all sorts of messed up again, and so we're just dealing with our ugly mugs on screen, except for Rowan's, because Rowan's hasn't been on this entire time. I'm gonna guilt him. I'm gonna guilt them.
Well, now I'm just
I'm
not doing
sorry,
it out of
but-
principle.
Now you're not
This-
doing it out of principle.
This costs a lot of money to put together. Okay, it's not ugly.
Oh,
I
I was
got
saying as a
receipts.
collective. I've got
Been,
receipts.
Severely injured, so I have a right to not do this.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
On your
That's
leg.
fine. On your
tail.
leg.
Love you.
They didn't know that.
Level deduction is in order. Ooh, I like that idea. Yeah, you're all level 5 again. No.
Fuck off.
I will-
No, I can't.
All right,
I'm
ban,
done.
I have
start
no
banning
contr-
people. Ban chat right now.
No, I like.
I will kill this character to play a wizard so that I have spells. Don't take them away from me. I don't get many spells.
I don't get many spells. Oh well.
Nice.
Okay.
spells.
My
Okay, so-
spell book.
This person, Astra, is has just said the thing you said. Has just said what she said, and she nods as if that clears everything up. And she turns to October and goes, "Early rising, early rising." And October goes, "Yes, I know, but I can't control when the visitors come." And she says, "Pity." And she looks at Dahlia. "Next caretaker someday?" Dahlia goes, No, October does a great job. October does a great job.
Yeah,
Looking at
October does a
October.
great job.
Speaking
And
of someone doing a great job,
And
do you
October
know
says,
anything about these red beacons?
October goes, Astra goes, soul orbs. Soul orbs with pudding crowns.
Well, I'm definitely not going to be replicating that unless
I-
someone really hates someone in the
This
expedition.
woman is speaking in.
Riddles.
I can't.
When you
God.
live as a lone
4 eggs in a
vampire, you
bowl?
must go
Yes.
insane.
4 eggs in a bowl? Yes, Mr. Yaksha.
What?
Lotus is gonna look over at Dahlia and be like, "She's worse than you. She's worse than you. I grew
No,
up
man,
with
I'm
this,
not
and
worse
she's
than
worse
you.
than you." Stop it! You fucking stop it! I'm leaving. I'm fucking leaving.
Leaving.
I was right.
In a moment of clarity, yes, Lotus, that's what she says to you.
Crazy.
I was right, but with the wrong person. Bob didn't
You're
go to
welcome.
Yakshas. This bitch did. She's not a vampire. She's got xenolite poisoning. We're all gonna
Dahlia
fucking
goes-
die.
Dahlia goes, she has names for everyone like that. Sometimes she calls me Mittens. I don't know why.
I hate everything about this. I am so concerned for your safety. You
She's-
say you're
she's like-
fine.
She's like, here, let's just put Astra to bed real fast, and then we can talk more, okay? And October goes,
Put
yes.
Astra to bed.
This Astra, they are deeply sorry for having awoken you this early in your night. It's the middle of the day, guys. This early in your night. Please, return to slumber. I can
Oh,
take care of
Astra is
these
just
people.
me.
I'm sure that she has quite a way with math as well as as well as words. With the whole,
I mean-
just a snide comment at the whole middle of the night, it's the day, she can't count being the joke.
Got him.
I don't even think she would respond to that because I'm as confused as she would be. So she goes ahead.
Roasted.
She turns, nods, and she says, "Good morrow," to the rest of you, and she turns and walks off.
That woman is strange.
She can
October
still hear
goes-
you, you know.
I
She
say
is
it out loud. I don't care.
October goes, she has her oddities, yes. Now, there are more of you, like almost 40 more of you, almost about 17 more.
Yes, though most of them are less chatty, laughs in PC status.
Or 27 more. And he's, yes, well, maybe we should, see if the others have met people around town yet.
You guys got anything good to
mean-
eat around here?
Actually, Dahlia goes, there is a lovely little tea shop. We should go there right now.
What are those
Tea?
tomatoes on top of all of the buildings?
Oh, no. Well, some of them are tomatoes. Some of them are grapes. There's corn. We have cucumber. There's squash, pumpkin. We have lots of things.
Those are people.
But they're so tiny. Are they just like? Have they just not?
Oh, it's the
gotten big
sunlight.
yet?
It's the sunlight. We don't have any, mostly.
You're
So
telling me
she
there's a hill of pumpkins. Ba, ba, da, ba, da, ba, da, da, ba, da, ba, ba.
I don't. Anyway,
Pumpkin hill.
she points towards one of these lights on the wall and goes, "Those, well, I mean, that's what they have to grow on, and they provide all the nutrients they need, at least most of them. But it just makes them small. Have you ever had a bowl of baby corn that looked like rice?"
I don't like that. Like, out of
She goes,
character.
"Oh,
I don't
no.
like
Oh, she would say they taste great. But come on, tea. Let's go get tea." And she looks at all of you and goes, "You're following me." And she turns.
It's all gonna
And
just be
she
pub.
walks.
I could go for a nice steak right now.
I mean, Lotus is gonna like look at these women that she has married from probably down the aisle and just be like, and just kind of walk away.
They will probably look at Lotus and go, "Do you want us to come with, or we
Yeah.
can take a look?" Okay.
No, please come with me.
They'll stay. Sage will go, "I'm dolly it out.
No,
I'm just gonna hang
don't.
around. I'm
Please,
just
I
gonna-
need someone to help me bounce off of her.
You've got these two. They'll be your buffer."
I don't think they will.
Who's?
Wow.
Are you
We just
referring
got
to me?
left out of all
Is
of
that me?
this. No.
Do you want to
Attila,
be
no.
my buffer? Do you want to be my
Holding
buffer?
Attila, holding
Wait.
Attila by the back and leading him away, being like, "No, Attila, we are not wanted here.
Oh,
Let us go."
no. Lotus is going to look over at Attila and be like, don't do anything stupid with my sister.
Whoa.
She just-
Okay.
Am I just reading?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. What do you mean by that? She doesn't know. She's a mess. She's very messy.
Attila just like, right, okay.
I know. And Lotus
The
is also
when
like,
the fuckboy hears the term private conversation,
Yes, actually, yeah. When the fuckboy hears the term private conversation, no one's talking. So she's already like, "Don't fuck my sister." Uh, that's what she's
Oh,
saying. Yeah.
if you, I think if he gets the implication of what you're saying, I think he'll actually like kind of blush up and get nervous and be like, "Oh, you don't," and he'll just turn.
She's watching him. Watching him.
Oh,
So my question is, who here is going to follow Dahlia, and who here is going to stay in the library?
Gideon's
Well-
confused. He's like a deer in the headlights.
that's it. Dylan
Want me to
feels it.
take you? I'll take you. I'll take Gideon gently by the elbow and just be like, "Do you want to go get tea with my extra fucky wucky sister?"
I heard that. She's standing at the door.
You suck at this.
Sure.
Shit.
Language.
Language. Okay.
Phrasing.
Busted. Yep. Phrasing. So, how does Sinel feel like? Because when there were two of them, Sinel didn't handle that well. Now there are three.
Well, Snell, oh,
His tolerance might be a little bit higher.
Snell likes this one more. This one's less Lotus. This
More
one, this
Dahlia.
one's
Lotus.
this one is less Lotus. I mean, it looks like Lotus, so there's also that like familiarity there of like, hey, this looks like Lotus, who I tolerate.
Right.
I don't know. But also just wants to get out of here because, as far as Snell's concerned, we just got a definitive. We ain't gonna have none of these orbs unless we steal them. Because as soon as you're like, oh yeah, soul orb, he's like, yeah, it's probably some oopsie bad necromancy there. It's probably where everyone else in the town went.
Do you ask October about these lights at all?
Sure.
I'm just curious.
I mean, especially once Crazy's gone, be like, now how much of what she said about these is true?
Very little. These aren't buffers. They're, he says, pointing to the top of the hill. They're markers. Think of them like buoys. They show where high tide ends.
This fog comes in tides, is what you're saying.
Well, yes, of course. It's affected by everything, including the moons. It never recedes very far, but, it marks where they stand.
How long until low tide, and how quickly do the tides shift?
Are you asking because you want a way out, or are you asking for another reason?
I am a student of sciences and aetherology. Of course, I would like to know more about this strange mist, but also we're on something of a tight schedule.
Well, I'm afraid you are in the wrong town for a tight schedule.
I've also another question. Ever seen a elf woman, tall, strongly built, blonde hair?
Opinionated.
I've never.
Likes to stare off into the distance and think of justice.
I've never. But I wonder if perhaps Astra has. I know she seems a little off-putting, but she's not evil, if that's what you're thinking.
I'm not concerned of whether or not she's evil. I'm concerned of whether or not she's a few bats short of a belfry.
Trying to read the books in here will do that to you.
Noted. I shan't.
Well, it's being unable to read the books is not a problem. You can look at those sigils all day. It's once you start to understand what the books say is when the danger occurs. Does that make
so
sense?
she's a moth priest. She has read the Elder Scrolls, and now she has lost her mind.
Maybe. He says, if you're going for tea, you should catch up. I will distract everybody who plans on staying.
One last question.
Yes.
Are there fields of statues here that resemble people and far, far too realistic of detail?
No. But that sounds like a dream that Astra's recited once. Let me talk to her.
I shall let you do that. I appear to be having tea.
You do that. Enjoy it. Veronica's
Right.
tea is excellent.
Hmm.
I believe that sound is. I shall be the judge of that.
That sound is I do not enjoy the company of others.
That is a lie.
You're not here right now, punches Lotus.
You're not here right now. Punches Lotus. Let's see. I believe everybody that was over here is now in here. Let's see here. Yeah, you follow her out into this courtyard, and she takes you to the north. Oh, I'm not trying to move just Sage. She takes you north, and she's like, okay, this building just north, this one right here, that's the tea place. Hold on, I need to go get something from home. I'll be right back. Go in, they're friendly.
Okay.
And
Alright.
she leaves.
Everybody
Uh,
roll initiative.
Yeah. Right.
Lotus steps in. I think Lotus is the first one to step in. Because somebody is, damn. Somebody likes to do shit like that.
Listen, the war was not paused. Okay.
The war is paused now. And as you step in, there's a woman behind the counter. Serious eyes, long dark hair. You step in, and she goes, I'm going to move everybody else up.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Because I'm not going to be the only... You're not going to be the only person there to have fun. Sage, you're... Oh, wait, you dragged Sage along.
I dragged
That's right.
Sage. Yeah,
was
he was
trying.
like, I'm all Dahlia'd out, and I was like, bitch, you not.
But this
Not
room
today.
is full of potted plants and tables. Lots of tables. Almost too many tables. They're crammed in here every which way, and there is scarcely room for people to sit. And she looks up and, oh, Dahlia, who are your friends? And you?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
This
Hello
is
there.
Gideon. This is Sunel. This is
Uh-huh.
Attila.
Hello.
This
And-
Sachiko and Deidre. That's Sage, Dahlia's brother, and I'm Lotus, Dahlia's sister.
She looks and
Sachiko
goes,
and Deidre are also Lotus's wives. Be sure to tell her parents that if you ever see them.
One tea,
You
please.
are gonna get hit.
One tea, please.
Hit you.
and I think she's just processing. The gears are turning. And I
Dialogue.
think after a moment, you have Dahlia push her way through to the front, and she goes, "Hi, Veronica. I just had to do that to Lotus. I'm sorry. This is my
I
sister,
hate you.
Lotus. And she goes, I had it planned after I saw what you did. So,
That's fair.
and Veronica is just, Dahlia, that's not fair. She goes, I know it's not fair, but it's hilarious to me.
Honestly, that's I didn't say anything either. And she just would fucking laugh. Like it's just
Right.
isn't it the best? I love that we can still do this to people.
I think, yep. She goes around to the other side of the counter and she goes, everybody, this is Veronica Clementi.
Hi.
Hello, Veronica.
And Veronica goes, hi, let me see if I remember this right. Lotus.
Yeah.
Attila, Sinel, Sachiko, Deidre, Sage, and Gideon. I've actually heard... You guys can move your tokens around, by the way. My bad.
Aha.
I've actually heard, Dahlia was telling me about which one of you? I think it was you, Lotus. And Dahlia goes, I told you you couldn't say anything. You said, you didn't tell her, you didn't say I couldn't tell her, you told me things. She goes, Veronica, remember what happened the last time you spilled secrets? She's like, okay, that was a bad time, I'm sorry.
So you're gonna start the conversation but not finish the conversation. Cool. Can I just get some tea? Like she's just
Yes.
She's
Still
just
one tea,
Veronica.
please.
Veronica looks at Dahlia and go, "What did you do?" And Dahlia goes, "I think she's mad at me."
I'm not mad. I'm a little tired. It's been a run. I
think
ran
she's mad.
here like a fucking horse. Can I get some tea?
You were a horse.
I was a horse.
She's like, "What kind?" And
A
you see
warhorse.
like a giant spread. I mean, there are tins upon tins of tea.
Oh
What
shit.
kind are you looking for?
Can I just get your recommendation, please?
Well, after a long day, I always like oolong.
Perfect.
Can I get a
And-
peppermint tea with some cream and a little bit of honey, please?
That's a Dahlia order. Perfect. And Dolly just kind of looks and it's like, I prepped.
I know.
And she probably looks at Gideon and goes, let me guess, Earl Grey?
I guess.
I mean, whatever you want, desert traveler.
I don't know what Earl Grey is, so I'll try it.
All right, I can do that.
Kind of
Oolong,
like
Earl
nods
Grey.
a little
Sinel, does
confused.
Sinel have a snooty order?
Snooty.
Madam Butterfly.
She goes, excellent choice. And Sage probably goes, hey, Veronica. Do you have just like plain old green tea? Because I'm not extra like Lotus or Dahlia.
Fuck you.
He's like, no, you're my sister. And she goes, yeah. And he says, actually, I just realized. How does he put it? He's like, actually, I just realized, not green tea, moon garden tea, if you have it. And she goes, I've never heard of it. And he says, damn it. Well, maybe if I take you to the moon garden, we can find some together. And she goes,
Fucking
Thank-
idiot.
thanks, but I'm taken. And he goes,
And I'm captivated.
you know, you weren't wearing a ring, so I decided to. I'm just gonna go sit over there. I'll take some water, thanks.
Poor Sage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And I think Deidre and Sachiko. Deidre will just go, And make it strong. Earl Grey, I guess. And Sachiko goes, "Can I get it a sweet iced tea?" And Dolly is like, "You don't go to a tea shop and order." Sister, I think we need to talk about your choice.
No, my choices are great.
You know, someday you're going to be at a restaurant where she could order anything she wants, and all she'll want is a banana split.
You don't know that. She says
No,
to
I
the
don't know
clairvoyant
that.
person.
I still
God.
be ordering chicken tenders.
Chicken tendies for
Right,
life.
it's like going to a steakhouse and ordering chicken tenders. Yeah.
Yeah.
And before, like, at this point, it hasn't taken long. Everybody's tea is already in cups and steeping, and
This
it's being
is
Passed out. She's like, "Please
wonderful.
sit, take your time. If you want actual food, I have a little bit here, or Reika's is just over there."
Oh God, yes. I'm starving.
Well, good. She always makes more than we need. Which may not be the case anymore, she says, looking out the window at 8 carriages. That's a lot.
I guess there's no time like the present to have dinner, huh, Sage? Or whatever. Is it lunch or dinner? Where are we
It'd be
at?
lunchtime.
Never mind.
It'd be a late lunch. It'd be like 3. And I think the last thing you'd get is from Dahlia. So, what do you think?
About what?
Well, the tea.
Yeah. It's good. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly what I was hoping for.
You're upset.
I'm not. I am. I don't know why.
I do, but I would rather you say it.
Maybe another time. In another life when we are both cats. I will tell you how I feel about things. I'm glad you're safe. And I'm glad you're happy. Are you happy here?
I think she'll just look and say, "I'm sad I made this hard on you."
You didn't. I mean, you didn't. Not really. It just, I should know better by now. The one who speaks in riddles. I felt like I've spent my whole life trying to decipher them. And I feel like I'll continue to spend the rest of my life trying to decipher them. And I just shouldn't be so bothered at how hard it is sometimes. That's all. That's all. You'd think I'd know by now. It's all right.
You think I'd know by now that my sister is indecipherable and hard to understand?
I don't think that you're indecipherable or hard to understand. I just sometimes forget that I have to really listen. And that's hard for me sometimes.
I think you have Deidre sitting on your right. And she puts a hand in your lap. Just comforting.
Yeah. But are you happy? Like, other than this, don't worry about this. This is fine. Are you happy?
I think that's when you notice she glances over at the counter and then turns. And yeah, I have been. Yeah. For a minute now.
She's going to smile. And then she's going to look over at Sage. And she's going to go, "My face strikes again. You're never going to get anywhere. And I'm sorry in
Just
advance."
like, what the fuck are you talking about? He
Don't
says,
worry
drinking
about
his
it.
tea. By the way, the tea's great.
Don't worry
Um,
about it.
Top-notch
Everybody's
tea.
Everybody, even the non-tea drinkers are like, okay, yeah, this is good tea. What are Snell, Gideon, and Attila doing?
Gideon's watching this weird conversation go down between not understanding.
Attila just like doesn't even like because I'm sure it's in like a cup, right? Like a regular teacup, or is it like in a?
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
for you it's probably in a large cup.
Okay, cool. Well, then I'll take like my tankard of tea and
Your tankard
wa-
of tea.
well, yeah. And where's Reika's again exactly? Please just point me in the right direction.
Uh, Reika's is actually. She looks out the window again. Well, it's the southernmost building on the right.
All right, good to meet you, Veronica.
Take your tankard of tea. And
Gonna meet you.
Yeah.
Bye.
By
Yeah,
the way,
I'm gonna go
Attila,
get.
you
I'm gonna go
hold
get some.
tea like an absolute savage.
Yeah, I hold it from like the bottom.
And Snell, the pinky and all,
It
like
is,
knows exactly how to hold it as a gentleman should.
I think the tea is excellent. It's tea as you can see, she is growing this tea in pots just along the wall. At least some of it.
I was gonna say she's gonna run out real fast.
And I think so
Oh,
Attila, you
hang
go to
on.
the restaurant, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm quick. I'm hungry. Till's hungry.
Okay. You can
If
what's up?
If she grows this shit in pots, can Lotus just like casually make everything like bloom? Or like maybe not bloom, but just like produce
I
twice
will
as
let-
much?
I will let you bloom the teas that are supposed to bloom and grow the teas that don't taste good after they've bloomed.
Okay. I would like to do that.
So now
Okay.
we'll finish their tea and then go back to the caravan
Yeah.
to
The caravan is mostly unloaded. Most everybody is gone. You've got a couple people. There's a Grelka still there. She's with DOG.
You know this is the place that he dreamed about. I'm sure he told you about it.
Maybe.
There is no maybe. The Madam Vampire of the library has spoken of the same dream.
Are you sure it's here?
The lighthouse of my dream is here. All we need is to find a field full of statuesque peoples. And then I worry about the rest of the dream.
Maybe, she says. You should go enjoy the food. I guess it's hot. Break is a hoot.
It's hard. It's difficult to enjoy everything when I'm concerned about the people that catches themselves.
Is he gonna say it?
We can't
was.
have this caravan without its caravanners.
Well, that's kind of a... She just kind of shrugs. Look, I'm just not really... I'm kind of peopled out right. Okay? Okay?
There's a very small, awkward nod and a walks by, giving DOG a pat, which Maddie mimics.
I think, yeah, DOG enjoys that, and then she goes, and she just sits in Grelka's lap. I think after a bit, Gideon, what are you up to?
I was muted. That's why.
Oh no.
It's okay. I was just making a joke. I want to be like, he probably is actually like when Dahlia was like, you have a sister that's hard to understand. He's probably like, I don't think you're hard to understand. You just speak different.
I appreciate that, Gideon. I really do. It warms my heart. And at that moment, Gwen comes in. And she
Oh, shit.
says, "All right, that place doesn't have coffee. I need my coffee. I don't care if it's the middle of the day. We're trapped in the middle of a fog bubble."
I am not
Oh,
making coffee.
Lotus. Lotus.
No, that's Dahlia. That's my sister.
Hey, Lotus.
Mm.
Next time you talk about a sister, maybe you should
Mhm.
mention if they're a twin.
I mean, oh, yeah. And she's going to look over at Dahlia and she's going to be like, you're right. That shit never gets old.
And all of these trees have bloomed and are
As
grown to
she's-
twice their size.
As she's stirring her coffee, they would bloom while she stirs. Yeah.
God. And she's looking at you. Okay, you look like you've been hit by a Mack truck. Or fuck. You look like you've been hit by a cart, which might not be so inaccurate, considering what you just did. Oh, hi, she says, looking behind the counter. And Veronica goes, hi. There are more of you? She says, looking at Lotus.
You don't. What do you mean there are more of us?
Well, I've just seen. I don't recognize this one. I saw like 5 enter the Rekas and just the 6 of you. How
Oh,
many
yeah.
of you are there?
I think 48 of us traveled through the fog.
Oh, Timony is gonna have a fit.
Who?
Jiminy Babblebrook.
Timony, she calls herself the sheriff, and we kind of play along. But she did make a good point that someday something like this would happen. So she's gonna have a fit.
Timony better have Bomble or else I'm going to be upset.
Timothy Biscuits.
Timothy biscuits. Oh,
And she goes, no, and Gwen goes, okay, I'm sorry, who are you? You said Veronica? Okay. Turns back.
Yeah.
So you're not making coffee? Okay.
I'm not making coffee. I forgot to actually introduce you. I'm very sorry. Gwen. It's Dahlia. Dahlia. This is Gwen.
And I think Dahlia gets up to say hi to Gwen.
Mhm.
And Gwen, it's nice to finally meet you. And Gwen goes, like, what do you mean by that? As Dahlia gives her a hug. And Gwen is just standing there looking at you like, what the fuck is going on? Before Dahlia is like, steps back and goes, oh, we're not there yet. You're gonna run, but it'll be okay.
What does that mean? I wish you would just
And I
tell
think
me
we're
the
gonna end it there
things.
for tonight. Because we are like 35 minutes now. 35 minutes over now.
Cryptic as hell for no reason. Not
I
as like
know, fuck.
it's not even like she's being cryptic. It's like she's just I don't even know.
I don't know.
What did the wanted poster for the escaped halfling divination wizard say? Small,
don't know.
medium, at large.
Oh, fuck off. That's too funny.
I'm upset.
Before we end it, can Lotus actually say to her, yeah, she's clairvoyant. Congratulations.
Yeah, she's clairvoyant. Congratulations. We've got us here, and things are going to slow down from now. Going to slow down after this, just a little bit.
We're trapped
Because you are de facto stuck. If not de jure stuck. But that's okay. There are ways around it. Maybe. That being said, let's start with some sign-offs. Let's go ahead and start with Rowan.
Hi ho, friendolas. My name is Ron, otherwise known as Nighthawk. Got me here today playing Sunel, who totally doesn't have feelings and just wants to do science and technology. Nothing makes me harder than science.
Come on.
I'm just quoting something, but I don't even remember what it was. Anyway, you can also catch me here on Fridays, where I run yakshas, where they are stuck in the middle of desert hell, looking for boats that go on the land and looking for a dude that has a neck like a bird. Because he did some bad things and they're going to kill him.
Stork
And-
song.
I did a bad thing.
Yeah, he only indirectly killed across the world probably a couple tens of thousands of civilians, nothing big.
And big.
Chump change.
Can
I
also
think we
find me
do
here.
commit the biggest war crimes on Twitch. That is true.
Dude, fucking world simulator or whatever it is on this. You can annihilate entire civilizations in that. You ain't got squat on that. You can't become the giant crab and wipe out all of the
We
world.
destroyed an entire planet. Don't you forget that.
No, Jesta did.
Oh, no. Jesta ended a multiverse. Or Scott ended a multiverse. Or Shaba ended a multiverse.
No, Jesta inadvertently allowed Yogg-Sothoth to consume the world in another game.
Well, yeah, but you've also got Realms of Refuge. We did destroy an entire world. By letting...
Anyway.
Yeah.
Now that I've thrown that shade back on Mirror Shade, if you will, you can also catch me here on Saturdays where I'll be playing a new character named Faro, the android gunslinger fighter sniper, because I want to stay as far away from these combats as possible. And I think that's it for me.
Alrighty, moving on. Amy Gunn.
Again, today I played Lotus, who is having some weird, conflicting emotions about her family members, which is fine. Everything's cool. No, she's fine. Everything's great. Everything's gonna be cool. She needs to get some fucking sleep. That's what this bitch needs. She needs some sleep and some coffee and maybe a snack and maybe people to not bother her for like 14 hours with, well, some people can bother her, but other people shouldn't. And that's fine. And then on Friday, I play Min. I play Sassy's sister. She's Min. She drives a big tank. No, a big mech named Max. And she is Tank Girl, and I love her. And then every other Monday, this coming Monday, I'm on a different channel, which is Distal's Place, and I'm in Emberwind. And I play Nyx, and she's cute, and she likes anarchy. And that's me.
Alrighty. Let's move on to Ryan.
Hello everyone, I'm Ryan. Today you caught me here playing Attila the White Lion Warrior, who is going to have a private conversation with Dahlia.
You are not. You are not.
I mean, she already did dump Sage on his ass. Sorry, that was Veronica. That was Veronica the dump. Yeah. I mean,
Hey, no one said it was anything relationship-wise, all right?
Yeah, but again, when someone says that to the fuckboy goes, no.
what are you
Don't.
doing? Yeah,
Well.
what are you doing? Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I am only here on Wednesdays playing. Hopefully in the future that will change, but for now I am just here on Wednesdays. Otherwise, check out all these lovely people's other games that they have mentioned. And that is me.
Alrighty. And last but certainly not least, me. Go ahead, Daniel.
All the lonely people. It's your boy Sassy McNasty, who is existing because sleep is hard to come by when you're tired. Ignore me. You got me playing Gideon, Sunborn, the strength-based ranger, the laconic ranger with a heart of gold, who probably understands Dahlia more than most people because she's like, yeah, she's just speaking from the past and the future and the present. It's just a thing. I mean, when you can speak the elemental languages, it's kind of like, yeah, people speak weird sometimes. And then you can catch me not tomorrow, that's Thursday. Friday in Yakshas is Sin, aka Hunter, who has the AI that's built to bring down the world banking system, but is just his best friend. And then on Saturdays, You can catch me as the orc witch alchemist who I have to come up with a name. Oh dear. As I rejoin the cast after dying beautifully in combat as a barbarian is meant to do, go down swinging, and I went down swinging hard. And then that is all the games I'm in right now.
All right. And last but certainly not least, it is me. Hello, everybody. My name is Sire Smith. Today you caught me running over the horizon, and yeah. What did everybody think of Astra in the brief moment you talked with him?
I like her.
Malkavian.
Yes.
Attila does not understand.
Does
her.
anybody recognize the guest appearance of Astra? Where
Yes.
Astra was originally from? Malkavian?
Yes, and also, sir, the library is closed.
Mm-hmm. That's a rerun. I am trying to fill space while also trying to find us a spot to raid to.
I'm just
Maybe-
petting my kitty because
let's
she's
see.
making biscuits. She's just making biscuits. Got a long shift
Okay,
ahead of
I
you at the
think
biscuit
we're
factory.
going to raid. Let's see. Interesting. But you can also find me on Fridays in Yakshas, where I'm also playing a character that is. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Indiana.
Bullshit.
The falsehoods being spoken were tremendous.
Thomas,
I
I've
don't.
never seen such bullshit before.
I think Indiana is probably fine. As a person who has not been yet slighted by Indiana,
Well,
and is
you've-
also kind of sleeping with Indiana.
You've slided somewhere, I'll tell you what.
God. So we're gonna go ahead and get the Shrek out of here. Trying to decide what did we get out of here on today, everybody.
Astra's weird.
Astra's
Just
weird.
weird.
All right, let's get out of here on an Astra's weird.
Astra's
Astra's
weird.
weird.
So fucking weird.